Hi, Gina. Looks like you're the only one here. Never mind. I was just going to talk about stuff. Um, well, death and stuff. When I say death, I mean like murder mysteries and stuff like that. Maybe a bit of horror. Sora B, hey. Um, I found some stuff on the internet, like some. I mean, some you would know, some you wouldn't. Uh, where is it? I mean, say for instance, Bruce Lee. We hear stories about his death, but in this BuzzFeed it says Bruce Lee complained of bad headaches, took aspirin, and lay down for a nap. He never woke up. He was rushed to the hospital and declared dead on July the 20th, 1973. While his death was ruled as death by misadventure, and the official cause of death was an allergic reaction to aspirin, Lee's youth and fame were the fuel for several conspiracy theories. One theory is that Lee died at the hand of the Chinese triads, who were angered when Lee refused to pay them for protection. Another theory is that the Lee family had a death curse put up on them. Okay, yeah. I mean, some would say that Bruce Lee was so fit that he couldn't handle the intake of a chemical like aspirin, or some say he was taking a bit more than that because he hit Hollywood. Maybe amphetamines or barbiturates or something. I wouldn't have thought he'd needed amphetamines though. Um, yeah, Bruce Lee's death. And the other one is Brandon Lee. That was his son, wasn't it? You know that movie. Love that movie. So dark, so rubbery. A curse on the Lee family sounds completely insane, but Lee's son Brandon died under strange circumstances as well. During production of the action thriller The Crow, Brandon was set to film a scene where he gets shot with a prop gun. However, the prop gun was prepared incorrectly, and Brandon Lee was fatally wounded. He later died in surgery. The rumor of the Lee curse. You're allergic to aspirin, Gina. Oh, okay. Well, hang on. Let me finish this. Um, Fatally wounded. He later died in surgery. The rumor of the Lee's curse was reignited. Believers of the curse also cite that one, Bruce Lee's final movie, The Game of Death, shows his character shot by a prop gun like Brandon was in real life. And two, Bruce Lee's Dragon, the Bruce Lee story, shows a scene where a demon battles Bruce. I remember that base actually. Then tries to take Brandon, foretelling the ultimate demise of the famous star's son. Both movies were filmed while Brandon was alive, making them scary coincidences in the story of his death. Yeah, well, that's it, isn't it? I'll tell you what, I don't know. We'll see if we can warm this up a bit. Maybe since it's just us, Gina, I'll put my link into the Discord. You never know. You never know. I'm quite feeling the mood for having a chat now. I've got some more of those. Hang on a sec. I'm just gonna do this. I've not even checked backstage. I don't know. Some people might pop in. There you go. I've put it in there now. I don't normally do this. I'll put the StreamYard link in there. Well, hang on. That's not the droid I was looking for. Go back here and there. I don't think I've even got it open. Maybe I should have left the StreamYard up. I got some stuff on mysterious deaths. I found some chilling tales. Maybe a bit of Bill Hicks. I quite like Bill Hicks. It depends. Um, so what's this about the aspirin then? How does it what does it do to you? Do you break out with the aspirin, Gina, or what? I forgot what I was looking for now. I can't remember what I was looking for, but never mind. What's this? Oh, this is the same one. Brandon Lee. You got Elvis. Brittany Murphy. Actually, I should be sharing the screen, shouldn't I? Let's share the screen on this. And you'll see what's going on. Where is it? I can't even see it. StreamYard. Maybe it's because it's on another server. Wait a sec. Oh, it's annoying. Oh, I'll just carry on reading it for now because he won't show the screen. Where were we? Yeah, well, anyway, it's Brittany Murphy. I only remember her, apart from doing a voice for a cartoon, was it 8 Mile with Eminem? Brittany Murphy died in her home on December the 20th, 2009. The Los Angeles County coroner stated that the cause of death was pneumonia, iron deficiency, and drug intoxication. 6 months later, Murphy's husband, Simon Monjack, died in the same home. Officially, both Monjack and Murphy died of pneumonia and anemia, which some still find a strange coincidence. Okay. Bobby Fuller. Yeah, I think that was Bobby Fuller of the Bobby Fuller Five, wherever they were. Didn't they sing I Fought the Law? Or he may have. Oh, I can't find any of this. Oh, bear with me. Yeah, well, this is it. It's just something to look back on, isn't it? Bobby Fuller. Let's have a look at some other ones. Jimmy Hoffa. Natalie Wood. Wasn't she not with James Dean? She played a. Yeah. Known for her role in movies such as West Side Story and Rebel Without a Cause, Natalie Wood drowned in 1981 off the coast of Catalina Island in California. While spending the weekend on a yacht with her husband, Robert Wagner, actor, actor Christopher Walken, and the boat's captain. Oh, is that seriously? Okay, I thought she was earlier than that. Robert Wagner acts for Christopher Walken and the boat's captain. The death was classified as an accidental drowning. Over the years, the police have looked into tumultuous relationship. You know what I mean? Tumultuous. I can't say it. Relationship Wagner had with Wood to try to piece together what happened that night. Though Wagner refused to talk to the investigators, just this year, Wagner was named a person of interest in the case. Okay. Well, I know. I'm just going to try and share this screen again. It'd be nice if you could see exactly what I'm looking at. Or is this it here? I think I found it, maybe. Ah, that's it, isn't it? If I can share that. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Yeah, so you can see what I'm looking at. I can't really see the chat actually because I've got so many. What's this? Oh, StreamYard. I don't know how long they go. Yeah, I can actually. I should have put the link in, shouldn't I? Give me a sec just to find this stream, and I'll put the link in. YouTube Studio. Oh, I'm sharing the whole screen now, aren't I? Never mind. Doesn't matter. I've got nothing to hide. That one there. Oh, that's it. No, I'm doing the wrong thing. We're looking for a StreamYard link, aren't we? I don't need to do any of this at all. It's just one of these, isn't it? Damn it, I'm really struggling with this right now. It shouldn't be this difficult. All I've got to do is this. Right, here we go. There we go. Got it. Can't blame him. I can't do Discord, and my son refused to help me. Said it was for boomers. What? Discord is for boomers. Oh, seriously? I don't really care anyway. There's the link. If you can see that, let me know, please, because that's the link if anybody wants to come up and have a chat. Thank you. Are you on StreamYard? If so, share the link for Zara. Yeah, I've just done it. Raster has a few things to do before he gets on. Well, I was gonna pin it to the top. I need to figure that bit out over on because I'm over in 2 channels and it's like it's not syncing up. 2 servers even. So I'm getting a little bit muddled up here, but we're okay at the moment. I can shut the games down. We don't need any of those right now. I've got so many tabs open. You know the feeling. You probably don't if you've got a mobile phone. They tend to just close and you end up with, what, 1 page or something? Maybe. Who's this? Should I do this business just... I'm going to do this, if that's you, Zara. I'm going to do the... hang on. Just for practice, really. So I'm going to add you to the stream. Okay.
It's nice to know practice run. That's fine.
I have to go like that anyway because I need to practice, and I've just got you up there. But I heard your voice. I knew it was you, but I managed. If there was any bomber, I managed to flick it straight across straight away. But there you are. We got you now.
Hello.
How are you tonight?
Doing a lot better. A lot better tonight. I had a really good day today, which I'm so proud of. So
that's awesome. It's day by day, isn't it? I mean, was yesterday not so bad too?
Oh, yesterday was awful.
Seriously. So today was like what you needed, right? It's what you needed. If it's picture up.
Yesterday, have you ever felt a hot flush? So if you're sleeping in bed and you know that you're asleep, but your brain's awakened, and you're sweating, but you feel cold, like you need to pull the sheets up. But you feel like you know that parts of your body are really profusely sweating, and it's like that on and off every 15 seconds, and it's just too much. It's just a lot, and then you've got to go to the bathroom and vomit every few minutes. So you're trying to get up, and your legs are shaky, and you've got nothing in your body because I just literally all I did is water for 4 or 5 days.
Whoa.
So it's a bit crazy, but it is what it is.
I can't say I can imagine it, but I know I've had like cold sweats in the past and things like that. You know,
Yeah, exactly like that. But imagine them waking you up throughout the night, and I've actually kept a diary for the doctor, and it's like every 8 minutes that I'm woken up, so you never get a peaceful sleep. The longest I've had is 2 hours.
Oh wow! Do you find it easy to sleep when you can?
No, because you can't. Because what part of it is because you're hunched over and you're sitting up, in sort of the shoulder forward position, you have mad pains between your shoulder blades. And I know I could
Yeah.
get rid of that, with stretches and things, and I do try. And I do try the resistance training and things that I can do
Yeah.
even from my bed. But it's affected my entire body now. So
Ooh.
one bottom half of my leg from the knee down is literally been dead for over. This is the 6th week.
Yeah.
It's so crazy, but that affects you so much because I'm walking my daughter to school. I'm trying to pretend my foot's normal, but sometimes, occasionally, I have to pick it up,
Yeah. Yeah.
and walk it forward. And it's embarrassing. And then on the way home, I'm exhausted from pretending to be normal. And it's only literally a quarter of a mile, down the road. I can't explain to people how it
Does
affects
that
you. But
does that
it's,
pretending make you stronger? You say you pretend, maybe you try not to limp, or you feel that inner strength. Does it make you feel stronger?
no, it
No.
makes me feel like a fake and a pretender. And I've never been that. So, no, it doesn't. It makes me feel like I'm not doing the right things. But I've asked the doctor so many times. I'm waiting for a consultant now to get back to me, but they're very reluctant. They're all right to give you a prognosis, but then they don't want to get back to you with, any sort of help.
Yeah.
They await the nurses to do that. So they sort of put it on the nurses' shoulders. So now I see the hierarchy within the medical system.
Yeah.
It's a bit
Yeah.
dumbfounding because it's left upon their shoulders to give me advice. But probably they are probably the best ones because they see it, in action, and they
Yeah.
probably know what works best. So it is understandable, but at the same time, it's disrespectful when you've just given me a few sentences and left me the biggest blow of my life and then just walked away.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. Listen, I'm dealing with everything positively, and I do believe in, positive mind,
Yeah.
positive body. So the more positively and the less I think about it, the better.
Hmm. It's funny you should say so, like positive mind and positive body, because like the title of this, I mean, I'm going to change it anyway. It was death and stuff, and it kind of leads in that direction. I was going to read out. Well, I am reading out, just some strange deaths and stuff. But I wanted to get onto the subject of, not necessarily death, but the afterlife, or opinions on, what life is. Maybe, I mean, it's only opinions. Who knows? Just ideas and stuff. Love that kind of thing. If you want to,
I've looked into this extremely, especially now. It's been extremely minute, the way I've looked at things, and I've absorbed everything and sort of put it into small little folders, in my mind.
yeah,
And there's those
that's
that
good.
believe. So I know that scientifically we are all in electric, magnetic frequency waves. And if you eat something, it changes. So imagine that you've got these circles around your body. You've got like 12,
Yeah,
14 circles, around your body. You eat
yeah,
one thing, it changes your wave. You do one thing or you say one thing, it changes your wave. So I completely understand. I'm taking a step back and it's so much more understandable than ever it was. It's more clear in my mind than it ever was. And so now I understand. I feel like I understand, but I know that energy never dies. And that is the truth. That's always been proven. It never dies, it just passes on. Even if a plant dies, it doesn't die, it goes into the ground, it's absorbed, it's reused by plants. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Nothing
I know
ever
totally what you
dies.
mean.
So if a worm dies, its energy is absorbed and it's reused. So
Mm.
I've got to believe that whatever happens to me, my energy will be reabsorbed and I'm going somewhere else. Even if
That's
it is,
the I was just going to say that's like the Darwinian idea of reincarnation, isn't it? The whole kind of like, yes, I believe in both because like life comes from death, or life can be spawned from death, or it can even feed life.
Mm, I agree with Darwin in certain things, but I do believe that a lot of people haven't actually read his original theories. Now you would sit and chuckle at them, over a dinner party.
Yeah.
You would actually pass them around and chuckle at them. But it doesn't mean that they're wrong at
No.
all. But it's just what we believe and what we percept within this era,
Do
what
you
we
think it's
allow
like
ourselves.
because of advancement, like people have read Richard Dawkins and various other authors, and it's moved on since then and on. I mean, you could go on to like the Total Adversary or the Accuser, those books.
I think that what we see as evolution is not particularly evolution. I think it's perhaps moving away from our natural origins. And what we need to be doing is going backwards and going, okay, the Egyptians, even you go further back, the Anunnaki, but if you look at the Egyptians and you say they had the solar system down to a T, they saw Nibiru before we did, thousands of years before we did. So why are we not looking back and saying, what did we skip? What did we miss? You know, science is
Yeah.
hit and miss, and it is all theory. It's all theory, and
Yeah,
theory
of
can
course.
change. But we've all closed our minds that theory cannot change, and it's all one statutory, one-way system. Well, we believe this now, so that's it. Let's move on from this. No, we can't just build upon a theory. We can't do that because that's not an open-minded, open-hearted person.
We can't build upon a theory. Did you say? I don't know though. I don't know. I kind of disagree with that because, like, surely it's like the idea that without hopes you don't have dreams. If you've got fears, you've got nightmare kind of thing. It, I think like you could build on something even if it's not so stable. Although maybe it's not so safe because we're talking about roots, aren't we? You're talking about roots, going back to your roots and stuff. All of us going back to our roots.
I don't necessarily think of it that way because my roots were not originally in this country. I was born prematurely in an African country,
Well,
and
can I
my
just
mum is
can I
blonde.
can I just
Right?
butt in there? I didn't
No,
mean it like that. I
no,
honestly didn't mean it like that. It wasn't a
no,
race
not
thing. It was like
physically.
down
I
to
think
earth, down to the earth.
you meant it ethically. Yeah, yeah, I get that.
I mean, like roots to the earth, like a tree. This is our planet. I'm talking about a shared planet. Not anything like that. It's like,
I
yeah,
do believe, if I'm honest, and if I go back, this is a good couple of years ago that I've even thought about it. But I do believe that with the etchings on the earth before language was even evolved, that
yeah,
these sketchings on the wall did depict alien spaceships. Given them, they traded in certain things, which I won't go into, but they
yeah,
traded in certain things, which part of it was lifeblood. And they did that in retract for, you know, alien, to them, it was alien, intelligence. And
mm,
I do think it's always been going on, always, and it's been hidden. And now the way that they're going to show us, it's no longer able to be hidden with all the camera phones and everything and all the information. Look at Secure 10, all the information and the videos you get from across the entire world, from all across the same place. It's no longer able to be hidden. I just think it's time. But now, if you look at the technology that they've got, have you ever seen that video of the new tech and the other children? In like a child's gym, it's all
uh,
wooden floored where they play
right.
basketball. They're all spread around the edges, and right in the middle, they have a whole whale diving right in front of them, and it's all
What do you mean?
3D.
What do you
They
mean?
have,
Is it a hologram or are they hallucinating?
no, it's a 3D hologram projection,
Oh,
but it's the
okay.
most real thing you've ever seen. And then they saw that city, didn't they, above China? Do you remember that?
Yeah. I don't
Um,
think I saw that.
above the floating skies. Just put it in. Floating city above China skies, and there was an entire floating city above a cloud, and you could see it, and literally about, I think it was like 14,000, 17,000 people photographed it all at the same time. Same time,
Seriously?
timestamp, yeah. They're testing it out. So I think when they do release that aliens are real, they're still going to lie to us. They're still going to tell us they're a threat. And
Yeah.
from what I've looked
Oh,
into, some are a threat and some aren't.
can I ask you something, right? You're talking about the aliens and stuff. Do you consider like the lots of people believe in kind of like the Matrix theory, where we're all in some
Yeah.
kind of simulation, whether it be computer simulation or just an organic simulation? Do you consider that and all the stuff that we're working out, like with the aliens and stuff? It's very very likely that it's been seeded into us,
No,
and
I think it's been trodden on. I think it's been trodden on by the normal people, and we've been sacrificial lambs for quite a while. That's just my
mm,
personal belief. But
I can believe that.
when you look at what was that farmer's ranch where it was just meticulous for having so much, where the cows were getting their arseholes lasered out, and it was
Oh,
just meticulous. There was no blood. Something
what
ranch. You never heard
why
of
were they
that?
doing? I've heard of the ranch, and there was another ranch, and there was Manson's ranch. I don't think I've heard of that one. No,
No, I think it was somewhere like Ohio or Missouri. It was somewhere quite random, Midwest America.
it so it wasn't like not Borstal. What would be the words? But one of those camps. It wasn't a detention camp, was it? For teenagers. Oh, you seem to have gone. I don't even know if I'm still here. Sorry. Are you still there? Am I still here? Can somebody tell me if I'm still here? Because Zara's cut off to me. I don't know if the stream's cut off. If it has, I'm sitting here talking to myself. Gina! Uh, it looks like my internet's okay. I don't know what's going on. What's going on here then? Oh, maybe I've cut off. Dear. Oh, yeah. Alright, maybe I'll read a bit more of this then while we wait to see if either Zara comes up or somebody else. Anybody come up? I don't mind. I guess Rasta might join me for a chat in a minute, or a few minutes, or half an hour, 10 minutes. Um, I've got this open on another server. So we've got some mysterious deaths here. If I can share this with you, I can show you what I'm talking about. Right? Unless it's because it's on another tab or server. Oh, what's this? Why death? I don't know. Maybe I'm just feeling a little bit grim, but also I like the idea of talking about death. John O'Connell. Um, I'm picking out little bits of stories that are kind of they're about death or revolving around death. Somebody dies anyway. I just like I like I like to a big slight. There's no like we were just saying. There's no definite or positive answer. It's kind of all ideas. Is it play? What death or what? I don't know what you mean. Okay, why death? Death. Oh, actually, that reminds me of something. If I can find it. Is it play? Is it life? I don't know. I'm not sure what you're saying there, but I've got theories about dreams being connected. If you want to come and talk about it, you're welcome to. Yeah, dreams connected to death. You know, I'm not sure whether he meant this, but was it Edgar Allan Poe? He says, "Oh, dreams, those slices of death, how I loathe them." That itself, death comes, fool's play. Sounds like something from a horror movie. Yeah, it does actually. I've not been reading half of this actually. I should read some chat. Oh, hang on. Right. Zora, are you still with us? Or you're welcome to come back up if you like, but I'll just carry on reading these. Uh, one of the most unexplained deaths throughout time that was unexplored. Oh, that was Zora. Can you stream on? John. Oh, John. Okay. Anyway, let's look at something on here. So you ain't going to be over the Ukraine? Me? I don't want to kill no one. No, I'm not going to be over in the Ukraine. I'll refuse. Point blank. They can lock me up for it. I don't care. What do you mean you say you ain't going to? Are you in the Ukraine? No, I mean full respect to anybody that has put themselves up there for whatever reason, whether it be to protect. Are you going to the Ukraine, or are you, John? Anyway, this guy here, Rust needs a link. There's a link at the top there, Gina. There's a link at the top of the screen if Rust wants to come on. I was just going to write about this guy actually. Where I've just lost the page now. It's over here. Right. I think that should work with that. Yeah, it does. DC Cooper. Anybody heard of DC Cooper? Hang on, Ruster's come on. I think it's Ruster. You need to switch on your mic or your camera or something, Ruster. Device is not connected. Let me just read this little bit then while you sort that out. DB Cooper is the popular pseudonym of an unidentified man who hijacked a Boeing 727 flying from Portland to Seattle on the afternoon of November the 24th, 1971. The man boarded with a ticket in the name of Dan Cooper, which was later misinterpreted by a wire service as DB Cooper. Soon after takeoff, the man told an air steward that he was carrying a bomb and showed her what looked like a bomb inside his briefcase. The hijacker then ordered the pilots of the plane to land at Seattle Tacoma Airport, where he collected a ransom, $200,000 that is, and a parachute, before ordering the plane to take off again. At an altitude around 10,000 feet, 300 meters, somewhere over the Pacific Northwest, the hijacker parachuted from the rear steps of the aircraft with the ransom money and was never seen again. In spite of an extensive manhunt by the FBI, the hijack has never been located or identified, and the Bureau's investigations think he probably did not survive his jump from the aircraft. But theories and speculation about the true identity and present whereabouts of D.B. Cooper abound. In 2016, the producer of a documentary on the history of blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. Something about living in Florida. I think that's about it. I've heard stuff about that because apparently there was some... Oh, hang on. Let's get Ruster on. Hey, Ruster.
How's it going, man?
Yeah, not too bad, man. How are you? I've had a good day, actually. Have you?
Not too bad, like. It's so not like normal, but my mate came round and before I actually got up, he was half sorted the motor, put a new clutch pipe on, so
What? He
we're
sorted it?
back on the road again. But
Oh,
I'm
wow.
injured.
Come
I'm
on.
injured, so I can't
Fair
take
play,
it for an
man.
MOT. So,
That's cool. Is it? Hang
it's,
on. Oh, sorry. Zora's back as well.
all right.
Sorry, I didn't see you there. Yeah.
Hello,
That's
Rasta.
awesome.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello there. How are you doing?
We were just talking about Rusta's clutch.
I can hear. I'm big into cars, so I can put my car up on the ramps and I can fix it myself. Very
Are you
rare.
serious?
Yeah,
Are you
yeah,
serious? Oh,
yeah.
fair play. I like that a lot. You can work on an engine, or just
Yeah.
fix it.
Cool.
Not so much engines, but other parts. Yeah, but engines are not my foreplay, to be honest. I can do it with a tad of help.
Foreplay. What are you charging now?
Foreplay engine's not my foreplay. What are you
How
doing,
much
young
do you
lady?
charge an hour?
What?
Listen, don't ask questions if you don't want a silly answer.
You're really quiet, Stangu. I've had to turn me on.
People have been telling me that a lot. Do I need to speak up? Is that what it is? Do I need to speak up?
Just turn your mic
Because the
volume up.
No,
you said-
because every time, listen, right, people keep saying, like, turn your mic up,
You
turn
put
your
it
mic
down.
up. And when I look at it back on the playback, my mic is louder than anybody else's, so I'm not doing it. I'm staying like this. If it's
All right.
bad, then never mind. But
I'll-
yeah,
That's all right.
You sound
well, I
perfect.
can-
You both sound
Oh.
perfect to me. I'll be very honest. It's probably
Oh,
me. It's got the lower
thank-
tone voice, but you do
No.
No,
sound.
you're louder.
you
You're
sound
just louder.
perfect too, Zora.
That's just
Oh,
when I
shit.
turned me amp up after talking to you. You normal. She spoke and I was like, "Rah!" Oh, shit.
So, what were we just talking about? I wanted to edge again because, like, I know John's saying like, why deaf? He said why deaf? Okay, why deaf? Is it play?
Part of life.
I don't know if that means is it life or it's a life. Deaf
It's the
comes, falls
life.
play. It's the life. It's the
It's
life.
the life. It's the
Oh,
life,
I
man.
see. Is it play? It the life. Deaf comes, full play.
You know,
False
a
play.
strange thing, a really strange thing I looked into today, and it just
What's
ended
that?
up, on like a rabbit's hole. But people, cave divers who go really
Yeah.
deep down caving, and they go to unexplored, like the Devil's Hole. So there's
Yeah.
two entrances to the Devil's Hole, and there's one that's caged off. There's one that is also caged off, but you can also dig easily underneath. And there's already like tunnels sort of dug underneath, but they've never come back. So a lot of
Oh.
people, it was before the diving gear got back up and they weren't on nitrous oxide and they weren't on, helium. Before there was just oxygen available. So you've got to look at the terminologies and the scientific
They found
of,
heaven on earth and they didn't want to
well,
come back.
I don't think no. Well, do you know what the worst thing was? I think they banged their heads. They lost the flippers. They lost the goggles, and they were just in that much of a black hole. And it was nighttime as well. It was like midnight. They had the
Alright.
worst death you could ever think of. So you've got to exasperate for them and their families because they promised them the previous night before, I'll be back, later on.
How long ago was
So,
this?
well, the one I was looking into was 1965 because the Devil's
Alright.
Hole, it's been covered with like armed guards since. So it's quite hard to get into, but people have still done it because at night time they expect nobody will go in at night. These nighttime cave divers, we all do. So
It's blacked
they've
off
been
down there anyway, isn't it?
it's that jet black that apparently when you shine your torch, even the brightest of torches, even the modern day ones, they do not reach the walls, so they do not illuminate, from the walls. That's what they rely upon them doing, giving you a little glow. And because
Maybe
they
it's
don't
so
reach
big,
the top,
but you
it's like
cannot see the walls.
it's like reaching a laser into the abyss. So you
Oh, I'm right.
literally shine light into infidelity. Infidelity, that is not the word. Infinity. Oh my gosh.
Infinity, you infidelity. Can I just say hi to Anne Marie? Hi, Anne Marie.
Hi, Anne-Marie.
Infinity.
Honestly,
Kaboom.
it's the worst thing I've ever seen because a brother went down there with his little brother and he was only 16. He was 19 and his brother was 16. So he had the right to be, act as an adult, but he took his little bro and he took his brother-in-law, who was 21, and he took his friend, his best friend as well. And they didn't the little younger one just had this little niche, in his stomach. I went,
Yeah.
I've got a bad feeling. I'm not going. I'll be your spot looker, but I'm not going down. He had this gut feeling, and he
Always
sat there
good.
from
I've
6.
heard that story.
Yeah, it's horrific, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's horrific. When you hear it hand in hand, imagine being that mother. So your two boys come back, but your son-in-law's dead, and his best friend is dead. So your daughter's mortified, their family's mortified, and you're just glad to have your boys back, but you can't show joy. Do you know what I mean? It must be
Have you heard of anybody going there recently? Like in the last
Yeah,
6 years?
people do it. Google it. Devil's Hole. Devil's Hole.
So they get out okay then?
No, not all of them. No. It's about 70-30.
So that's why it's called Devil's Hole, basically.
Because what you've got to do to get down there is you've got to grapple down there for like 70 meters, which is a lot longer. So it's about 110 foot. And then you've got to squeeze. After that, you've got to trapeze beneath the water, very shallow water, but you've got to trapeze through these holes and squeeze yourself from left or right. And then you've got to follow each other. You can't use lines because it's
So
not
you can get
um,
lost.
hard enough to to drill in lines to
Mhm.
follow each other to have a main line. That's what you do with diving, and then they tend to lose each other, and you can get
You
nitro
get
high
lost
nit
and everything.
yeah, literally because it's so dark. You just can lose each other within a second, and once you
Yeah,
do,
you can.
one can have nitro hyoxic oxide
But
in your muscle.
imagine it before all that
Nitro
stuff. I mean,
oxide.
John O'Connell says there it's like the film Australian Outlaw. Would that be Ned Kelly? I'm not sure. But there was times when all they had was a candle or some kind of torch or something. I wouldn't like it at all, to be fair. I've never been potholing or
I'll be honest,
inside.
it's my dream to go. I've always said with my son, and I'm getting a bit scared now because I'm pushing 37 and he's pushing 15. And I've always said, when you're 18, I'm 40, within a few days. And I
Yeah.
said, okay, I'll do what you want. And he said, Mum, I want to bungee jump out of a plane. And he knows I'm petrified of heights. I can't
Ooh.
even go up a ladder to get the tree out of the loft. I have to get I pay somebody to come round to get the tree out of the frigging loft.
I know the
So
one.
I was like, right, okay. I just start shaking. You know, you can't even confirm why this is happening. I just start physically shaking. My
I
whole
know the
body.
one.
No,
So
you haven't been on a plane.
Any like
I've been on a
any time
plane.
I'm up like I was gonna say, well, every time I'm up like somewhere where there's like a steep landing or fall or something, if there's no fence or
Listen, dude,
anything like
I
high
found this
enough, I
cave.
cannot go near it. Like,
I found this cave in northern Wales, so it's not too far to travel, and I can always help with paying costs, but or sleeping over costs. But you only descend, and it's quite a wide, awakening. That's what they call it. Going in and out. You don't
right.
have.
Hello?
Zora cut. Oh, Zora's cut out, I think.
Uh,
Right, okay. I thought it was my computer
We
again,
were
but
wondering if it was
never
this
mind.
or
I think Zora will
no.
probably drop out and come back in again. If
My
whatever
kind of
device
reception,
is.
eh?
Yeah, never mind. We can go back to death if you like. I mean, I know we've talked about. That's what this is about. I want to talk about
Death
death.
isn't death. There's never an end. You know, death shouldn't really be called death. It's just like an end of an old era. No, is it end of an old?
What are you describing in the form of the tarot?
I
What
don't know.
card?
Not in
You
the.
are, aren't you?
Huh?
It depends.
All right.
Have you heard of?
Okay. A
You
new
know what I mean?
beginning. Yeah.
Hmm,
An
have
end
you
of an
ever
era.
used the Lenormands? Have you heard of the Lenormands? The deck?
Uh,
No. But
I'm not
that
sure
is
what you mean.
what you just said there about death. It's like it is like the death card, isn't it? It's like people panic about it, and it's like, well, it could mean that, yeah. But it's more to do with the end of one thing and the start of another, isn't it? It's
Well,
about
it's the
change.
end of
It's
your
about
vessel
moving.
at that time.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
it's the end of that vessel that you're in, at the time. But then you go on to be in another vessel. You're just all
Yeah,
electric. We're
yeah,
just one of
yeah.
them little atoms, that's floating around.
The more I live, the more I kind of resonate that way. But you know, you think things when younger, and look back and think, oh, it's because I was young. That's why I was thinking that. But how about if some of those ideas you had when you were younger are more relevant to the kind of semi-corrupted mind that you have when
You
you're
see in the
older?
future, being a wise man.
where it's like deja vu.
I will deja vu, for instance, you know.
Deja
That's a
vu.
good example.
Like a bit. Shall I read this
Yeah.
then? I don't know if I finished reading this. Hang on. Let's go
Oh,
back to it wherever I put it. I think I might have finished reading it. It was about. Oh, I did finish reading it. But I can share this again. I'm just pulling things up off the internet, right? The Wallace case, never heard of it. The Tam and Shud case. Something about the Antarctic. Yeah, maybe we're done with that one. But there's some kind of chilling story on here. Where is it? We've read that one. Peter Irvis, have you heard of? No. William Desmond Taylor, sounds interesting. Marilyn Monroe, have you heard of her?
Don't know.
Well, Marilyn Monroe makes this list because of the conspiracy surrounding her death. It was ultimately ruled that she died from a self-administered drug overdose. However, many theories surround her death include the speculation that she was murdered because she was planning on going public about an alleged affair she was having with JFK. Other theories claim that her death was staged or that she was killed by the mafia.
She's probably living it up on an island somewhere.
I bet she is.
Or
isn't she?
did.
Well, no, I
You're
don't
right
think
there,
so. I
like
think
Anne Marie. That's quite deep. It's interesting what Anne Marie's just said there. Well, it's pretty much
well,
what
exactly,
I was on about.
exactly. Come on, this is the direction we're looking in, surely. But I also want to, I like to. I mean, there's no you know me. I like to incorporate. What's the word?
Different.
Incorporate dreams into the mix.
Incorporate.
That's the word. I don't know what I can say. Incorporate dreams into the mix, because dreams to me.
Jeez.
Yeah, you know, if you think as far back as you can, not we can remember, but imagine far, far back in
Small.
time, right?
I know what
Do you
mean.
think the most primitive thinking creature must have had hopes and
I
failures,
can't
right?
imagine we were primitive at all. We're more primitive now than we have been in the past. Just by
So I think
design, like, you know.
some more primitive than others, though.
Like, I
But
found a great video on Telegram the other day. Basically, it's a rare video of, like, Russian scientists using, what's it called? Cinematics and with these, like, symmetrical shapes, basically, and
yeah,
produce
with the
electric
computer, you mean? With the computer?
with the
Or just
computer, but they've also, like, built these metal things, and they see, like, a spark in between them. Like pure electric being sucked out the ether, constant pre-electric, you know.
oh,
And I
okay,
thought that's
okay.
amazing, like. And you know,
Yeah,
like, you know, we've talked about like the tops of like buildings and things, like old-fashioned buildings. I think I've talked to
yeah.
you about it. Well, that's basically it. It's like a symmetrical shape on the top of the building, harnessing the energy
Yeah,
from the
well,
ether and
just
going
like a
down and
pyramid.
powering things, you know. Aye, yeah.
Like a pyramid is the perfect shape because it spreads energy. Can I just say, hang on, who's Jose? We got Jose in the house. All right, hi
Was it?
Jose. Anne Marie says dreams are an extension of reality and can open doorways to the past, present, and future. I'm not sure about the future. That's a different thing altogether, isn't it? The future. Can we predict the future?
Well, the thing is,
I
you
know.
can't predict your dream, can you? So,
Well,
yeah, you
it
can have
doesn't seem that
premonitions
way.
in your dreams, you know, like
Yes,
instead of
that's
dreaming,
weird.
it's a premonition, you know. That's
And you
right
know
enough,
you've
right?
been there before, and you wake up, and it's like I was
I
having a
have had
dream.
some weird ones, like repetitive,
Yeah, repetitive
that one.
dreams
Yeah,
or nightmares.
repeated.
Well, yeah, I know that feeling too. But
So, yeah, I totally believe in,
when it
well,
comes to the
still,
future, though,
you know.
that's like scrying into the universe, maybe
What
tapping
do
into the
you,
Akashic
that's an
records.
American term, isn't it?
What's that?
Scrying.
I don't think so.
Because I'm sure Gina used to watch this thing. What's it called? Charmed, and they talk about scrying. And
Oh, yeah.
I was saying it's something else.
No,
But
no,
it's
no, no. I think it probably went over there with certain people. It just
what
means
is
that
it
it's the
exactly?
it's the
What
kind of
would you?
thing you do, you know, like looking into the black mirror, crystal ball. You could be looking into the flames, watching a candle, you know, anything like that.
Oh,
You
just
know what
basically
scrying is.
mediumship
Hang on.
and psychic.
We've got to be we've got to be careful here. I'm going to go full screen because Jose's coming on, and I must
All right.
remember how to do it now. It's like that, isn't it?
I don't know.
Hello, dude.
Hello?
I
How's it
like
going, man?
Charmed as well. It
Step.
is kind of good.
Is
Step
it
back.
safe to go full screen again now? Yeah.
Yeah, you're fine.
Uh,
Don't worry about it. Yeah, what's up?
all right.
Lot
Oh,
of
you've got the
watching to do.
peeing lady back. I see on your
I can't say.
avatar.
It's either her or the
Lady.
Rasta, what's up, dude?
Just hanging in there, man. Yourself?
I was talking about you the other day. I said that you sound just like Jack Sparrow, Johnny Depp.
Oh,
I remember
It's
you
the
saying
aspect.
something.
It's the tone. You have like that. Yeah, like if I close my eyes and you say, and I hear Johnny Depp.
Tell us something that he would say. You know,
Exactly what you just said. I
what
don't know.
would Johnny say? And I'll repeat it.
He said, I did not have relations with that woman, Mrs. Lewinsky.
I did not have relations with that woman, Mrs. Malinsky.
Yeah, I think it's like when we say
No way,
Lewinsky,
man. No way, man.
no way.
it's
I
Isn't
did
the
not
that
have
aspect.
relations with that woman, Mrs. Malinsky.
No way. Perception is weird, you know. He hears that, and I hear something more like Jimmy Nail. You know what I mean?
Crocodile shoes.
I found that to be true though. Yeah, like I'll say like I'll say like maybe it's a perspective thing because there's a few things that I say that are and nobody will even acknowledge the fact that I'm even saying it in the chat. Like like I said the other day I said Rasta sounds just like Johnny Depp because we were watching like a Johnny Depp deposition or like the court case. I said he sounds just like Rasta and people from the same community, people who know you probably or like no one even said anything, but to me it's true. That's what I'm saying. To me it's true.
It's maybe the English style rather than like rather than
It's that part. It's that part. What's going on? No, it's not. No, when you add emphasis to it, when you just talk, it's to me, it's just the way you talk. It sounds like him. Yeah.
I reckon it's because you look like a pirate too, don't you?
No,
you look like a pirate.
It's the voice. Yeah,
it looks and sounds like a pirate.
Change the subject. Stango, get order. Can you take rain? Can you control panel? Stango.
Sorry, what was that again? You broke up a bit for me. Take control
sorry.
of what?
Oh, the panel, because we're getting out of control over here.
Yeah. Behave, lads. Get down on your knees. No, I don't know. Take control of the panel. There wasn't even meant to be a panel. I just wanted another one of those things where I kind of like I'll keep pressing the wrong button. I don't need StreamYard. It's YouTube I need. I just wanted to talk to the camera and just go like blah 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 blah, and then I realised I'm in StreamYard and people can jump on. I'm not complaining.
Oh,
I'm not
that's cool.
complaining. It's all right. We were talking about. Well, I'm trying to, but people keep talking me out of it. I think, or swaying in the other direction. I want to talk about death. You know, ideas on
actual going through the light, like you mean, or
opinions, ideas. It's like what do you think this is, and what do you think is happens after death, kind of thing.
I don't know. I think you just whipped into some other vessel, and like you don't really remember the spiritual bit because, well, you just live all the spiritual bit is you, like a recording of your actions and what you like to do, or it's weird how I think people do get trapped between the new life and the old life. I know that, like, because I speak to them, and I send them
Yeah.
through the light to the new future. So
Hmm. I can see sense in there, and I can see how energies can maybe you can force yourself to repel those energies to a point that they need to go to actually dissipate or whatever. Yeah.
well, I know when people are in like accidents and things happen suddenly and they're not expecting dying. Well, they don't half the time. Well, most of the time they don't know they're dead. They're just like carrying on as they were when they were alive, and they don't actually know they're dead until you go and talk to them, and they can't
Yeah.
actually, like they try and say hello, why can't you hear us?
Yeah. Yeah.
And like something knocks off the bench or something, and you think, oh, spirit, oh, that's who it is, or
And
something like that.
also, I've been on a few deathbeds where they are seeing people that have been long forgotten, and they start talking to people just before they die. I don't know if that's the morphine or whether it's a mix, or when you're on your way out, you get something, you see something that we don't. Bit like being born, maybe. Bit
I
like being
think your
born. You
loved ones come and bring you through the light, take you through the light, because
well,
that's what
maybe.
I do when I rescue spirits through the trap.
So you
You
think
guide
like
them
you go.
through the light
Are
with the
you
loved
saying
ones.
like maybe, possibly, once you're forced out of this life, you're forced out into another life?
Yeah,
Like,
Hopefully.
the
like the
energy just
universe is what one big
goes
vagina.
almost.
Okay.
What?
It just gives, you know what I mean?
Hopefully
It just
again.
gives birth all the time.
What
Boom,
happens, like,
boom.
because there's been two times where I've seen people take in an instant. I don't even think they saw it coming, and it was both times. One was more horrific than the next. What happens in those cases when you don't see it coming, and in a blink of an eye, and then everybody's left with the pieces of putting everything back together again, trying to, or I mean, though what happens to those souls?
I don't know, but I was told if you don't succeed in something in life one time, you go back to succeed in that thing. And if you keep making the same mistake, well, you just keep repeating that mindset. You know, you've got a different body and that, but you've got like the same mindset. Like you're destined to meet people like in the next life who like you knew in the last life. They're just like different people or animals or something like that.
So does it start? So
Yeah.
your next life starts. What is there like a period where you're in the queue waiting for the next life to start, or do you?
So the way I look at it is like we're tiny compared to things, and we could be tiny. How like, for instance, like bacteria and things like that, like really tiny. Well, they must have a
It's
life.
all life,
They
is
must have
it's all
thoughts
life.
like
How can I
we
just say,
do.
yo, bear, nice one, cheers,
Maybe
respect, brother.
I was just
Um,
thinking, like bacteria is bound to have, you know,
it's
they
do you
might,
remember that?
I'm
they're bound
here.
to have a soul in
I'm
their life.
I'm listening to you.
Do you remember
I
that
hear you.
song? What was it? I
This
I don't
motherfucker
need
said Drew
God.
is a horrible host.
All I
I'm kidding.
need is an amoeba. Do you ever hear that lyric? I don't need God. All I need is an amoeba.
I've
And
heard.
isn't that?
I,
Bought a
It's kind.
Commodore 64 today.
I've heard. This town
35,
is an
40
enema.
quid. 40
Oh,
quid.
sounds bad.
Is that alright? It comes with a tape recorder thing as well, and it's worth
Russell,
it.
what were you saying about the bacteria, though, bro? I was listening.
All right, right. Well, I was just thinking about I think about things really deep, and
As he takes a sip,
well,
Sorry,
I was thinking, like, first of all, I've thought this for years, our world is just like a drip, say, and there's like many other drips, like or little ponds or something like that, drips lying on a car bonnet, say, and we're just like our whole world is inside one of them, and that's why people say we have like what do you call it, universes, like
Multiple. You're
worlds.
talking about multiple universes or
He said
multiple
he,
But no,
dimensions.
not universe. Well, basically worlds, the
The
same
multiverse, no?
same
he
things
said
going on in
driplets
this
on
world.
the bonnet. That was
Yeah.
nice.
It's a good way of
That was
putting it,
nice, bro.
like.
That was
Triplets.
fucking nice.
But
I
yeah,
was getting that, but I thought multiverse. Is that not
Yeah,
where you're going?
just a
well,
driplet. It's
basically,
driplet on the bonnet of the car when you wake up and
Oh,
go to your
right.
car. Those are all different galaxies or some shit. But just all on the bonnet of a
Yeah.
car, like they were really insignificant.
We're,
yeah, and
we're
like what I
nothing.
was on
We're
about
nothing.
with
Is that how we're meant to feel?
bacteria, everything that lives that I know of thinks, right? Whether they
On the
can
bonnet
express
of a
certain
car.
feelings or whatever, that's another thing. But bacteria probably have a similar kind of soul and life to us, even though they're so small and like, yeah, well, they're small to us. But that's what I mean. We're probably the size of bacteria compared to something the size of us, you know?
It's all relative, isn't it? Yeah.
When he goes on about this to me, he always reminds us of Jay's Locker out of Men in Black.
Oh, right.
I've got no idea what she's on about, actually. But,
Agent J and Agent K, is it?
Locker.
I can't remember
alright.
which one was which though. I think it was
Jay was Will Smith.
Ah, okay. You got that. Yeah, yeah. I mean, how about Gina? Does Gina share your views, or does she have any ideas on,
She just thinks I'm
or
mental.
hopes, dreams,
What
or?
are you smoking?
It's like- Alright.
I believe in life after
Oh, hang
death.
on. Sorry,
Like,
Zora. I didn't
hello.
realise you were there. I'm so sorry.
Hopes, dreams.
What are you smoking?
Hello.
I think you've got the YouTube
You'll
on.
have to let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm on
I can
Yeah,
hear you, but I think you've got
Hang
the
on.
YouTube on still.
Hang on, let me just check.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it is. Zora, can you
Zara,
let me know.
close one of your? Can you close one of your pages, please? Hang on, I'm going to mute you up for a sec.
hold on.
Okay.
Hey, okay, hold on. Shit. Never mind.
So, Jose, right? Oh, Jose,
Yes, sir.
how have you got any ideas of your own personal views? Even are you a religious person? I don't really need to know what, but
I believe that there is an almighty God, like a creator. But other than that, I just we're like free spirits. Like we're just put here, and if we're here, we're gonna make the best of it. Some of us have horrible. We get tough tickets. Like I'm sure Ross. I mean, we all have we all get these. It is just I just don't understand. But religion is division, in my opinion, and we're all just one people. You guys are my cousins. You guys are from over there. Everybody is a cousin of mine, and
yeah, man.
religion is just something that people. It's theirs. It's their. It's like the way you like music. Like I love Jay-Z. Nobody else does. None of my friends like the same music guys, but they don't segregate me. They don't shun me because of, I mean they might shit on. I mean they might take the piss out of me like because I will. I'm trying to listen to it at a because I'm maybe I'm putting it in their face, but other than that they they don't care who I am. It's just like that's what religion is. You just
No
it's yours.
and each to their
Totally
own.
agree. Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely, absolutely. Totally agree with that. And you just got
can
just
see a
respect
shadow.
people. I mean, that's it. The difference between religion, which does separate, and holy wars are caused, or they were to blame at some points, and yeah, one against the other, but some are worse than the other.
What you on about, Sangu?
Oh, the divisions, the divisions, like
No,
the divisions lines.
it's like
Um,
for example, recently, like currently, like I have a mate who doesn't like Jay-Z, and I was saying earlier about the music, and adamantly hates every song that I post on Discord. You know, and if I put it, if I post it on his music page, he wants to, well, you know, on Discord type of be angry at me. So that's probably him right now. Probably hearing me say this.
I think that's a
But-
snowflake in this day and age.
Yes, but he
Snowflake.
won't ever just say you're an out like. But and that's the same thing as because there's so many different ones, and I've only heard about a few. I've only heard about the Christians, the Catholics, maybe the Jehovah Witnesses, the maybe a Buddhist every now and then. You know,
Absolutely.
there's really not that many religions that I have been that have been in my prayer. You know, I have been having to deal with them personally. Every other religion it has been somewhere else in the world. But the ones that
Dude.
that
Perhaps can I just suggest? I think
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
only
Sarah, hello.
spoken about the segregations.
You're
You've not spoken.
you're breaking up a little bit, Zara.
Okay, I'm not sure where quite the microphone is on here.
It's probably your headset.
No, it's a laptop. I'm not sure what to do.
It's a
I'm
bit
gonna-
like
I've got the headset here, but it seems to cause a bit of problem. Hang on.
give
Okay.
me one good
I was just
reason.
gonna say, I think just the fact that you've heard it's segregated. Oh, I believe in this and I believe in that. And
Yep.
okay, I'm acceptance of this. I'm given acceptance of that. Perhaps it's swayed, your mental pursuit. You just need to continue on the journey that you're on, and just go
Um,
with what you feel. And it's hard to do. It's really hard to do. So I'm not one to judge because I haven't been able to do it. But
There's
Just-
something I want. Oh, sorry, you're still breaking up.
no, go on. No, I've said everything.
It'd be good if you could sort that out. But I was just going to go back. Like, I wanted to say it a while back. And it was about past, present, and future. Anne-Marie said something.
Anne-Marie,
How?
are you
Anne-Marie?
speaking about my Anne-Marie? No, I'm kidding.
Maybe. I'm not sure. But it's the idea of, like, the future. When we think of the future, I mean, I nearly said to you, Rasta, but we got cut off about the cards. How do you refer
Right.
to the third card, or the final card? Because
the
Some-
gift card. you mean. Well, it's
No,
the
no,
way
no,
you
no.
look at it.
Right.
That's
I mean,
upside
you know how some people are readers and some people are fortune tellers. We all know.
Right.
Oh, that's Zora still. Hang on, Zora. You're still breaking up. Sorry. I thought it was interference. You may have to restart and come back. Or something. I think it might be your mic, though.
No,
Um,
I'm really sorry. It was me. I apologise. I put in a pair of headphones.
It's
Like
still
wire
doing it.
charged. And if you've got any teenagers in your house, you do realise you have like a fight amongst the wires. Have you ever heard of that poet? No, Alan Bennett. He does
Alan
monologue.
Bennett.
Alan Bennett. He does monologue. So you just write a
Yeah.
play, and it's just only you that speaks. Okay. So it's
Yeah.
called a monologue because it's a monologue. Mono, only you. Do you know what I mean? That talks.
I think it's Alan Pennant.
Alan Bennett. B-E double
Golden
N
Bennett.
double sorry, E double T. And it's the most praised. You can't come across it anymore. The banned
Hold
it
on.
currently.
It-
I bought
It's
it.
A double L E N
No,
And
one
then double E,
one
double
L,
T.
one L, A L A M. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I already got
E-N.
Bennett.
Yeah.
Double
B-N. E-double-T.
Oh, there's not a double N? I'll find it. I
No,
would love
just
to hear.
one. Just one N.
Uh,
We're not
I-
American. We don't have to exaggerate.
Touche.
But no, it's honestly, it's one of the most amazing things I grew up with. I was sat with my auntie and I knew she was dying, and I was about 7 or 8, and I literally watched these videos, and they were 1 hour long, one person talking for an hour, and they were the most
Monologuing.
incredible actors and actresses. And they're now actually banned. I bought them from the BBC, and they've now revoked. They gave me the money back. They've
I know where
revoked
you'll be able to
my
find
right
them.
to watch them.
I know where you can
And
find them. Alex Jones Band website.
no, because they were talking about he was a paedophile. He was talking about how he was a park ranger, and he was like,
Who
how
was?
we like talking to little kids every day. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't a common thing. It was somebody writing out of the script. Do you get me? And he was like,
Well, it sounds like
"Oh,
the BBC all
this is
alone.
how she sucked that
Yeah.
lollipop," and it was
It's
just.
a bit off,
But it wasn't. It wasn't too
BBC.
much. It was just enough. But I just got it. I just completely got it, and I still wanted to kill them. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, you do not understand. They've censored British language and what we
Yeah.
stand for, because we're able to write about that, because it's happened to so many of us. Do you know what I mean?
A lot of
So-
people in England don't even know the English, what words really, really mean in legal terms.
Well,
Like
if you
understand.
can find it, you've got to change your country of language on YouTube. But if you can get it, it's called the Alan Bennett, ALAN, Alan Bennett, BENNETT, monologues, MONOGUES, Alan Bennett monologues. Okay. And it's called Talking Heads. Talking
Hello,
Heads.
Kathy.
And it's
Talking
called Child in the
Heads.
Park. And there's another one, like the biscuit under the seat, where a woman's dying and she's 98 and she knows there's a biscuit. She knows there's a biscuit under the seat, but she can't stop thinking about it. And people come round, and then eventually she can't stop and she can't answer the door, and she knows she's dying, and she's lying on the floor, and she knows that she's attempted to get this stupid biscuit under the chair, but she knows she's dying on the floor, and she knows there's a policeman ringing at the doorbell, but they're not going to do any more, and she knows, I'm going to die right here on the floor, holding a stale cracker. Do you know what I mean?
I just wondered that
Oh,
cracker
wow.
so much.
Oh. Hey, Nicholas.
What time is it over there, you guys?
Sorry.
What
for
time
being
It's it's 9:30.
Okay,
Is
so
that
wanted to
it?
say-
Oh my God.
I wanted to say something like 10 before or something. 10 before what? 10 before 10.
It's 30
Oh,
minutes before 10.
you
Or
guys
is it
heard
like
the fight, right? The fight that's gonna
15
happen?
minutes after? After. Do you refer to it like that, Jose?
Okay, I would have said it's 1:30.
It's 1:30. So what is it when it? You know, we call it quarter to. Do you call it like, or do you go like 10 before? Do you
Well,
go
that's
as a different?
If you're posh, you say quarters. Like that. You say
Okay.
you say 25 or something.
Yeah. It's kind of a
25,
different
yeah,
time scale
25,
too, isn't it? It's like you have the 25. You have the quarters, don't you? The quarters. It's
Well,
like
people say
that's a
quarters
great
and stuff,
idea.
but that's like rare that I'll hear it. And plus, people know what time it is because they have their phones on them or a watch, you know. But
Hello,
I wanted to know
Yeah.
because at 11 o'clock, I think the Tyson Fury fight is going to happen over there. Is it over there he's going to fight?
I'm not sure about that. I don't watch boxing, so.
Yeah, I barely found out about
Eh,
it just a little while ago.
I just heard something about him retiring, but that may have been just a rumor. I don't know.
I heard he's going to have a fight tonight, and I think he's the heavyweight champion.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be. You know about the Gypsy guy, the Gypsy King guy? Yeah.
Yeah, I know who he is. I know who he is, but I don't watch
Andrew.
boxing.
Yeah, you couldn't give a toss about any kind of thing that's on TV, right? That's why I just found out about it maybe 15 minutes ago. And so it was at 11 o'clock at the. I guess if he's fighting over there, it
Right.
will be. So if you're 9 o'clock, so about 2 hours, which will be
yeah, something like that.
3:30 here, 11:30 there.
I can't believe how British you want to be, but I'll tell you, that was a cat, wasn't it?
It sounded like a cat or my ex-wife. One of the two.
Good sound. Zora, you okay there? Have you got your?
Well, I wasn't here. Huh?
No, I'm not gonna overtalk anybody. I'm
That's
listening to what
better.
you're
That's
saying.
perfect. That sounds
sound-
perfect. That's much better.
I'm sorry if
listen
it
to-
did. I just feel a bit heartfelt about certain things. That's all.
Hey, Stanku, did you say Anne-Marie was in the chat?
She was there earlier. I don't know
Oh,
if she's
yeah,
still there
Marie.
now, but she dropped in to say hello.
I mean, I haven't.
Yeah, I'm not sure if she's
That's
still
good.
there.
Is she a part
doubt
of the
it.
fight
I'll-
game? Can I
I'll-
ask? Is she part of the fight game?
Fight
Say that
game?
again.
As in 3D Fight Club?
No, is she part of like the fight game when fights go on?
she's
Has she got like a family member like involved or?
No, she's one of the community girls. She's
No, I know
Anne-Marie-
she is. She's big time. I love Anne-Marie. I'll be honest. I really love her content and everything. Or are you just wondering how she is, like if she's okay, because she just dropped it fairly?
I heard her
believe so.
earlier. I think this morning. Well, earlier, like maybe like I think it was like 4 a.m. here. She sounded knackered, but she went live and she was kicking with people. There's people on there. I'm not sure. I think I passed out a little bit after that. But yeah, I think everything's good. Was that me or you?
I know she's good. I know she's a good girl. Honest to God, she seems
Oh.
like the most brilliant girl. To be honest, on live,
She's cool.
I'm getting flashes from my phone. I don't know whether to on. I don't usually look at my phone as well at the same time. Like this is magnificent to me. My phone and my laptop at the same time. No, stupid. Clients. No, I'm not speaking to somebody in China tonight. I'm not staying up all night. No.
I must say, as a geezer from California, I'm gonna stop. Yeah. What would you say? Shut the fuck up.
So, do you want to say where you're all from? Because even though you've got this professional mic, I know you've got mask on. It's quite hard. I'm deaf in one ear, you see. So I rely on lip reading quite a little bit. So
You sound.
if you can say something, if you have to say it twice to me, I'm really sorry. But perhaps you might
That's
have
okay.
to.
You
That's
sound
fine.
great.
I'll get that anyway. It doesn't really matter. I'm patient. You got no worries there.
You're
Stanku, I
patient.
didn't even realize you're
I can
in.
hear what you're saying, yeah.
That's dope, dude. Is that really you, or is that a Stanku?
What?
What's up, dude?
Yeah. Well, that's why I find this a lot better. You know what I mean? Because it gets a bit too warm.
That is so gross. No, I'd rather not look at that. That is
I seen you one
that
time
actually does.
over at Grimm's. You the camera you turned the camera on
Well-
accidentally, and yeah,
Oh,
you're
no.
on camera for about like a second and a
Hang
half.
on,
Maybe.
is that Anne-Marie live?
Is Anne-Marie live, is she? Oh, she'll all nip over there, shall we?
Look
Anne-Marie's
Have
at
you
live.
seen a few flashbacks? Yeah.
Anne-Marie.
Hey, well, I could nip over and you could stay here. I don't know.
Listen,
Dunno.
I'll drop off. I've got no reason to be
No,
here.
you don't have to leave. Hey,
Well,
I'm
neither have I.
Zara,
and all of this.
I just wanted to get some.
let's talk.
I wanted. I just wanted to get a wolf lover. Oh, I just wanted to get some ideas on this death situation. You know, the whole kind of. I think we've
Can you?
got.
Can you?
We'll
tell me-
never.
Hold up. Can you tell me what this guest situation is?
Exactly. It's like we've all got our own ideas or minds. You
Yeah.
know, and it's. Can it be a belief, even if it doesn't
Can you
tally
take
up
that
with
thing off
anybody
the
else's?
screen? It's actually giving me the creeps. Can you? I really
I
don't
think
like
it. I think it's meant to, but I don't really
it.
have
No, I
another
don't
one.
really like it. No.
The other one, honestly, the other one's worse. It's got. I think it's got an axis in his
No, I
hand or
think I've just
something.
got a friendly one. Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm just going to cover it with my hand. Okay, go on. Continue.
There we go.
Oh,
That's
shit.
No,
better.
I've
not
made
with
it
your
bigger.
little screen. You
No, I
arsehole.
didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that.
Hey, stand
There
up.
you go. Well, let me just try and change it. I've not got no idea. The other one, my usual banner, doesn't work on here for some reason. It works on some channels. Here you go. I'll do this one then.
I
A
wouldn't
bit
even
of blatant,
recognize you.
blatant
Yeah,
advertising.
that's
There you
so
go.
much better.
The
So
Grim
much-
Reaper Radio Show. Yeah? Subscribe. You got to watch it.
There's no
Listen
sentiment
to it.
behind
So
it.
go on,
There's no
continue
sentimental
with your
feeling.
story.
Who's that?
You were what on your third attempt?
It was obviously
what?
You
me.
were on your third attempt to go and get her.
I'm
The
lost
first
now.
one was like a holistic one, and the second and third one were physical ones, and you couldn't get her. And now you finally got her. Now what are you gonna do? Because you also put yourself in like a physical place of, you know, of insecurity where you're gonna be attacked. Do you know what I mean? It's
You sound
terrible.
like you're reading a horoscope for somebody. Who's this directed to? Who's-
So you're not gonna specify anything.
Who, sorry?
You're not gonna specify anything.
Well, this is weird. It keeps breaking up, but hey, if you're talking to me, then no, that totally does not relate to me. If that's something that's been projected out there.
No,
sorry.
I'm thinking if you're going to stop this, I know you can't stop this indefinitely. Do you know what I mean? There's no chance that you're ever going to just stop this forever.
Are you talking about life? Are we talking about life, death, the
I
universe, and
thought you were
everything?
talking about your avatar.
Yeah, I'm saying there's no chance you're going to stop this indefinitely.
Indefinitely.
Word. Indefinitely.
Indefinitely.
Indefinitely. Do you know what? I've just had my teeth done,
Indefinitely.
so it's quite hard. Indefinitely.
There you go.
But
If you can't do that indefinitely, then
Oh.
what is the point? Because otherwise, you're just chasing a crazy frog that's going to go on forever. Do you know what I mean?
Jason,
I'm
that's
sorry,
correct.
that's the worst euphemism ever.
I quite like that.
Nobody chases frogs.
It's a mad fucked up frog. It's one of them ones that's got drugs in the system that are so lucky. They're just in the
Yeah,
side
let's see on the
pockets as and when they need them.
Well, you know what I was on about before? and you make the same mistakes and you've got to relive it. It's basically you're getting things right so that you're honest in yourself and you're good soul, and then you go to like a higher being after that, like a higher realm, You I don't know where it is
I,
or anything. Well, it's but
I, I guess it depends what your idea of high is. I mean, come on. But I mean, but we all know there's higher than that. There's higher. There's out of control higher. Although there's even higher than that.
That
Oh
goes back to
man.
my question
Don't
earlier.
undermine his thoughts.
What happens when you're abruptly taken out? Like, do you like
When
just
you,
stumble out into like the atmosphere in like your spiritual form, or I mean, 'cause I believe in that there's got to be a spirit, because like there's a twinkle in
well,
our eye for a fucking reason.
I believe that. Well, not that I believe, but I like to think that the spirit is the subtle vibrations that we release, which is energy, as you say, into
The synapses.
into the energy. Basically, you break up, you may dilute, some of it may stick together, but
Dude,
probably
you
not.
do realise we know. I did not want to interrupt, but you do realise we know. We are all electromagnetic frequencies. We
Yeah.
are just a circle.
yeah,
And when you eat something, you change that EMF. And when you drink something, you change that EMF. So
yeah.
what he's saying is absolutely right. He's got it down to a natural T. Okay, perhaps he's reaching that heightenedness just through. Perhaps it's not with us through drugs or alcohol, but perhaps it is with him, and he's got there. So what? You cannot disrespect. Let's just listen. Let's just listen and not judge and not say a word. So
Do you know
go,
something? What
go.
you're on about the drugs and alcohol there? Well, everything right is just a key, and it
It
unlocks a
is.
certain part of your brain, which makes you feel that way, which is already implanted in your brain. So everything that we have is just designed to be taken anyway, you know. And well,
You know what?
because wouldn't do nothing otherwise, would it? You know.
Can I just put in and just say like hi to a couple of people? We've got I said hi to Wolf. Hi Bumbo. X3, yes boy. There you go. I think I've said hello to John and everybody else.
What's John on
Thank you
about?
for that.
Is Frank Murphy the fifth?
Hey, Rasta. Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, we all agree that we're all energy. We've got that energy. You can call it whatever you like. We
But
have
what
energy
happens
within
to it
us.
though? What you're saying is like,
W-
because like the ghost that
eh,
you guys hunt, or that wolf hunts, and like the
Yeah.
what happens to us when when the lights go out, however it happens, our lights, one day we will be coagulated messes. Each one of us will be a mess, horrendous.
I mean,
Uh,
listen, Hussey, right?
yes, sir.
Why would an energy be residual? You know,
Well,
is there
Yeah.
could could it be? You know, their energy could remain for some reason or another.
and how does that energy move these vessels that we're in? Like, how does that work? How does that? Because what is
I think that energies could be attracted by left and right. You've heard about the white girl, sorry, the black girl, but there's
Yeah, I've
one.
looked into that.
No, let's go left, let's go right. There's one way. We go one way or we go the other. So it's completely up to you. And we will always attempt to contact each other because we are human beings and that's what we do. We try to communicate. But no, there's no authenticity in just because I contacted the person. No, there is no authenticity there. Okay, so off
how do you
you
mean?
go.
I know I'm not I didn't get that last part. How the con Is it continuity with the people? The no part?
No. Do you want to say it a bit louder? I don't know how to. Oh,
No,
sorry.
no, I'm not saying. I'm not saying that. I'm not making a joke. I'm saying like, what do you
Oh,
mean by
you're
that?
taking the piss out of me?
No, I promise, I'm not.
It's just
I'm saying
about quality again.
what? How do you mean?
Fight.
No, I think you've just been trying to take the piss out of me. Don't you?
I
No.
promise I'm not. You said
Well,
that
look at it
people
this
don't
way.
that we see each other, we want to be together, but something about the continuity. I think you said the continuity is that we can't. I thought that's what you said. That's why I'm saying. I swear I'm not taking the piss out of you. I just wanted to make sure I didn't understand how you meant that word.
Not all Californian and just like
Oh, okay.
continuity.
Um,
We sit on the beach. I have such continuity. No, we sit on the beach and we're literally like, we've got rocks up our ass. How are we gonna sort our life out? That's
I
what
don't
we
live by
live
the
by.
beach.
Like you don't understand. You're never gonna understand. You blonde haired, stupid, Ted, and tubular bastard. Go and fuck yourself.
Ouch. Oof.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. I'll take that. Yeah.
Well,
I'm sure that's
do you know how the ether
What's up?
is the ether? It's full of energy. Well, that is every life, and either in between a vessel or out of a vessel, and we all like live off that. So basically, just one part of one, one big part of energy, but we'll make our own destiny by choices. But we're still just that energy at the end of the day. What that energy is, well, that's another thing. Well, it's electric, but everything needs electric to live, doesn't it?
And that's what how Wolf Lover and them how they go ghost hunting. What the energy that they're expecting to see is an energy, right? Like the voice, the sounds that they hear, it has to be energy that's creating the what they're picking up on their EMPs and all the other stuff on the video.
Well,
Well,
hang on.
everything's
Well, you've
different.
got to separate them from like EMF readers, which are picking up on electromagnetical fields, right?
Wouldn't that be energy?
Okay. It's like the spirit box is a different thing. That's the
That's
radio
creepy as fuck.
scanner.
Yeah.
It can be creepy, yeah.
Yeah.
But when it comes to, I mean, that's debatable. But also, it's as you say, quite creepy or coincidental.
Dude, when
Just
I first
like
heard
other.
So
in my
when you
entire
switch
life,
it on, you expect somebody
switch
to
it
talk
on.
to you. So how can you be creeped out by it when somebody replies to your question?
Okay.
Just like the Ouija board, when you first play the
Oh, well,
Ouija
that's
board
just
when
not
you're
right.
kids.
No,
No, come
that
on.
Yeah,
happens.
Ouija boards. I didn't realize how sinister they were until I was older, and I had already fucked with them when I was younger. So
Exactly.
yeah, I wouldn't have played
Mrs.
with them
J's,
if I knew it. Yeah, if I knew better, I wouldn't have. But I didn't really play with them. I wasn't like the word like playing it by myself. I played with it maybe twice with other people. Like it was theirs. It was like it was mine, and it felt weird how it would pull your like that little diamond, whatever it is, it pulls. Oh, it is so fucking creepy how it does pull. Oh, Stan
The
Goose, you know what I'm talking
planchette.
about, right?
The planchette.
You played it before, right? You
I,
felt that
I,
little tug.
Dude, I did my first one at about 7 years old, over in Canada, actually. 7 years old. Seriously, in a
What's that?
basement in Canada, in Toronto. And it was
It's like
like,
it's grabbing your finger, your two fingers, and like kind of like tugging it instead of it's like you're part of that little, and you're not doing it. I mean, unless they were taking the piss out of me during that game, but it does feel off. It's like no, I guess awkward. Yeah, it feels awkward to play that game
yeah.
on your hand where you're when you're touching it.
This is the problem, right? It is a game. If you sit there and try and play it on your own, they say, "Oh, don't do that." No, sorry, not don't do that, but you know what I mean. It's an advisory, but still. Hang on, let me just say hello to Kathy. Hi,
Hello,
Kathy.
That's
Sean.
Uncle William. That's on the
Yo,
top.
Sean. Mr.
Cassie.
Blue.
It's like a warning on the box that says, "Don't play with it by yourself, or you'll get you get
Yeah.
a poltergeist or something like that."
I know, but it depends what you believe. I really don't believe I'm going to be cursed with demons.
They can't be
I think-
selling a device that way at Walmart. I mean, a device that can bring spirits over across at a Walmart.
You know.
It's a toy.
I know what you're saying.
Well, they
It's
do
ridiculous.
work. Like, and
It
I
was
know
because game.
somebody's house that did go bad after one of them.
Where have you guys got them at? You guys got them at a thrift
But-
store or at a Walmart? That's the only other place, or your friend you put at. There's no, they're not. They sell them bulk. They make them in stock, or they have a stockpile of them. Then it must. If that's true, then it must be one of us is pushing it, right?
It's a tool for your
Um,
mind to like. It's like having a radio and a signal, isn't it?
It's
Or,
You know,
bizarre as
got
fuck. That's, I
radio
mean,
and
I'm
it's a signal. But
what the
you
fuck?
know, it's just a tool to communicate in between.
What do you think,
you and-
Stango? Is it human?
Well-
Human or
Yeah.
spiritual that's moving that thing?
Human or what? Spiritual? Did you say?
Yeah. Like, is
Up
it?
for it.
Well, when you see
So-
a glass spin round a few times and then sling up and smash, when people are just pressing the finger on it,
What?
like
I would
I've
be
seen
terrified,
stuff.
dude.
that's happened to
I've
Gina.
seen stuff.
I'd be
Human
terrified.
or I don't know if you meant spiritual or digital. I prefer digital, but spiritual. I think so. I think so. It depends what you mean by spiritual.
I
You know,
mean,
because
is there a ghost pushing the device that when you're playing the Ouija board? Is there an actual entity there? causing-
Of course,
Yeah, it's
Of
going
course,
through
when-
you.
of course.
That's
When
what I
I
mean,
was
but-
younger, I believed something totally different than I do now. And now I even question it. Is there sentience with the energy? Can sentience be contained within the energy when we, go into the longest dream, if you know what I mean? And if so, I mean, I still want to go back to the whole idea, to be fair, of like past, present, and future as a form of divination. I have a problem with, or not an issue, but questions about divination into the future, as far as these things go. It can be a prediction, prediction. But if
Anybody
there's
could do that.
anything in it that reflects from the past to the present, to the future, it's more of a advisory at the worst, isn't it? Or just a clue.
Yeah, a heads up.
Yeah. Yeah, a heads up, just in case. It's not a prediction for the future, and that's where some people get mixed up, isn't it?
It's a
But-
projection from the past.
There was a woman that my mother
Well-
used to know. Well, I used to know her as well, but she would only see like one person at a time, obviously. But
I'll
And,
be
like,
saying
she
I
was
remember
so
to
paranoid.
myself this time. I'd like to say that I'm sad, knowing that Cyrax will be dead in the month, but I can't really say that that's true. I think that more so than anybody, the acting police realized that he's just a burden.
See that?
That they know that everyone's life
That's like a game.
would be
All
more
right.
fulfilling without him, especially his elderly grandparents. The community will be a safer place for children,
Is it-
especially, but also women.
What's happening?
As Cyrax
Yeah,
doesn't really
well,
pose a
fair
threat to any man or child over the age of 4.
I'm not sure if this is relevant or whether Zora's forgotten. Do you want to hear that?
What was it?
I'm not actually sure. I don't know. It sounded like she'd switched a movie on the phone or something. I wasn't sure, so I've just muted it. Because sorry, I wasn't actually sure. I was listening to it and thinking, what the heck? What's this all about then?
Maybe just started putting it on for people to hear.
You're a trip, Tango.
Yeah. So what we're saying, Hussey, man?
You what?
I think you guys
Maybe
and
not.
are going to jump at the opportunity to be a part of it, to make the world a better place and to
You were
help
talking about the
Oh.
Fast and Friends
and
thing.
heal.
There's some
And that's
shit.
something that I am actually pretty ecstatic. and
Hang
stoked
on.
Hang on.
Sorry.
Hang on.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
not.
I was so engrossed in like another world. I'm so sorry. This American world, this American douchebag, so much worse than you. I was just like, oh my god, is this finally over? And I think it's finally over for him.
I've got no idea what you're talking about.
Do you know what? I'm just engrossed. I just find it hilariously funny when somebody acts out and behaves like a complete dickhead. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't
I know a few
understand.
people like that.
There's so many people that do it around me day to day, but there's so many, if they do it online and they're just like, yeah, I've got no kids, I'm gonna kick the camera, yeah. He was just literally saying to people like, come for me, and they were filming themselves outside of his house, and he hid in his attic, and I was
He's
like,
obviously
oh
got
my
some
god.
problems up there, like, you know.
His name was Cyrax, and he's the funny. Do you know? Have you ever heard of Chris Chan? I think everyone's heard of Chris Chan. No,
I'm not everyone.
you've never heard of.
That,
Is my volume too low? Have you never heard of Chris Chan?
no. Is he charming? Like me?
Chris Chan, CHAN.
I've not heard of Christian. Who's Christian?
Not
I've
just-
no
Oh my
idea.
God.
Oh,
No, you're gonna go down a rabbit hole.
give us.
Because
I had the feeling
I'll
it was
give
going to
you
be one
I'll
of
give you the
those.
downset, but it's really hard to do. So he started off. He was actually first filmed at 18 when he won like a video prize, to win a video prize like online. So he won a video gaming console or whatever it was. And then since that, he's filmed himself in the room. And then he decided he was going to become Christine.
What?
There's enough
But
of them. in the world.
no, he decided before that he was going to make a comic that was called Chris. You're gonna laugh at this. It's hard to imagine. Chris Sonnet Chew.
Oh, okay.
So it's a
Chris and
mixture of
I'm not getting
Sonic.
I don't know if I haven't smoked enough.
It's a mixture of Sonic. Well, Sonic Chew is the new one. So it's a mixture of that and the old one. But he basically is mentally fucked up. He's mixing up two games and saying it's his own. But then he decided to do dirty cartoons of them like having anal sex with each other.
Is definitely.
Art Game Studios.
And why should I know about this person?
But people online they were encouraging him. They were encouraging him, to do that. And they were like, yeah, take them there. Oh my god, these are amazing. So he's taking them there. And he's taking clay models on his neck of Sonic.
I'm never
No, Sonic effing
Sonic
a Pikachu.
the Hedgehog?
Sonic effing a Pikachu. Like literally bumming him. And he's got that on his necklace made in clay. And he's walking around with that.
Why are you even watching it though?
No, this is the funniest thing. That many people watched it. That many people watched it and trolled it, right? That he walked into a whole conference and 2,000 people were clapping him. And he walked in as if he was like, as if he was Dr. Phil clapping his crowd. He was like, yeah,
for me.
yeah. But all they wanted to do was just laugh at him and mock him. but he didn't realise that. If you haven't got that reality,
You
he
should
made
look
a
at
promise.
Sean's
Sonic
comments
bumming
before. It's funny
Pokemon.
as hell.
For fuck's sake, a half-bred Pokemon. Oh my god, I
It's
can't even
insane.
realise that this is reality. But this is,
Not,
to me, this is hilarious.
it's not my reality.
I'm
Well,
sorry. I don't know if you can see me or not. I hope you can't, but I can't
could
see
before.
myself. But I am just dying. Like, this is, you do not realise how I'm explaining this. This is absolutely true to reality. And you do realise there's 242 traptors. Do you know what he's just been arrested for? He's decided now he's not Chris Chan. He's Christina Chan. And he's a girl.
What's
Okay,
that
and
got
he's
to do
grown
with
his
being
hair
West?
out. Okay, we can all make that choice, whatever. Yeah. Do you know what he's just done? Online. There's that many trolls
Told
that
the
have
Mooney.
just trolled him. No, I mean constantly trolled him. Constantly. So they've said he's literally he got kicked out of university for sitting outside and putting a sign up saying, I want a non-boyfriend girlfriend, completely white, between
People
the
have
ages of 18 and 23.
you know,
No,
about
he
like
sat
people have
outside
choices.
with a sign saying this.
You know, people have choices in life. Well, a lot of
No,
people.
no, I
watch
completely
them.
respect choices. I think this is
I
funny
know, but
side.
you're
I think,
choosing to watch
to be honest,
something like
I'll
that
be honest,
where
right?
you got the time.
This is
You
my
know,
sense of
not
humour.
that I
I
would
would
be,
put
but
that on my kitchen wall. I would put that on my kitchen wall. I want a white, non-boyfriend girlfriend. That's I
non-boyfriend,
would
girlfriend. What does that mean?
it doesn't
a
mean
white
anything.
non-boyfriend. She has no
Gobbledygook.
boyfriend.
Thank you, Johnny Depp.
He wants a girlfriend that's got no boyfriend.
It's in the
It
water,
freaks
man.
me
You
out.
know, driving
But
people mental and gay.
he said no blacks. And
Oh, we
then
gotta
he
say that
said,
on here.
well, it doesn't matter. It
Oh,
doesn't
sorry.
really matter about that. Like, forget about that. For God's sake, we can't all be snowflakes. For God's sake, forget about that.
Don't
But
you ever-
Goose
but
snowflake.
he said
I'm
a
just
bit
singing
more.
those songs.
And then
Sorry, but
guess
I'm
what
a
he did?
snowflake.
Okay.
Guess what the ultimatum is, guys?
Go on.
What? I don't
Yes.
think ultimatums. I'll break up with you for that.
He met up and he got trolled by a few people online. So they got other
I never
people
fucking blame
to meet him.
It's sad bastards for spending time watching and saying anything. You know, I wouldn't.
Sorry.
People have nothing better to do these days, man. You know.
I can't hear you very well. I think it's my ear. I'm
That's
definitely here, aren't I? I'm sorry.
All right.
But no, he met them at the local mall, but then his dad came with him, to meet the girl with him. And the girl was still there, but she was still getting filmed, by other people. And he still offered to finger her.
Come on, Mr. Blue. Get them subs up. Get them likes up. I already liked it before.
I feel like we're going down the direction of cults. I don't know what makes me feel like that. I know it's not. But,
No.
if you'd like to talk about cults, I mean, whether it be, old cults, new cults.
No, do you know why he's away now? I didn't even want to mention it. Do you know why he's away? Do you know what he did? He exacted online what he's done. His mother is 89, 84 or 89. I cannot remember which one. I know it's a non-denominator, and she's out of her mind, and she's really small and really frail. And he or she, whatever they call themselves, is really big and quite 6.5 foot, quite big and tall. And he had sex with his mother.
Oh,
But don't believe it.
No, I'm not. I'm not joking.
I didn't want to
And
know,
he's-
though.
Okay.
Why are you
No,
telling me?
I know.
fucked up.
Is that not the
No.
most vile thing you've ever heard of in your entire life? And
Well, I hear a lot of gossip
I think
all
it's the
the
first
time.
time I've ever heard that. Every time that someone said that out
so
loud.
this person is not normal and is sort of
My
beyond help.
pronoun is a motherfucker, but not
I'm
my
sorry.
mother.
Oh,
I
that
will
was
not speak of that again. I will not. I promise. I promise. Because that
No
is
worries.
so gross to me. But it's in my head,
Oh.
and I need you all to know
No.
what type of person that
As a
person
woman,
is.
how would that? How would that must be like you couldn't even fathom. It's like it would tear the fabric of what the. That's horrible. Yeah, it's just
I need loads of
unfathomable.
bongs to flush this from my mind.
I remember a
right?
rumor. There was a rumor going
I need
round
to-
of somebody that did that, but who could be sure? But they were definitely weird.
I mean, I'm sure it's happened. Maybe
How does the room
advertently,
go?
inadvertently.
Want to say anything, Ziggy?
Yeah. Siggy.
Ziggy,
Siggy, I got something to tap here. How about this? Like that.
So I gotta have nothing to do with this
Siggy.
one.
It's got 20 G's for it, so I don't think
Siggy.
it's like.
Siggy.
You've just woken up.
Oh, Ziggy. Sorry, Ziggs.
I'm giving him that light, but,
So,
not loud, though.
how were we connecting all this to life, the universe,
God, no.
everything? Death.
How well was it connected?
Segue.
Yeah, I mean it's good to make
No, I
connections.
wasn't. Basically, all I was doing, if you're part of the community, you've got to catch up. There's like 83 chapters, like catching up on him. And I was just
You will
bored. And because
Done.
I've been quite physically poorly at the moment. I've been
Okay.
a bit stuck in bed. Normally I'm physically able and I'm out in the gym or running or jogging or swimming. And now
Okay.
I've been stuck in bed. So now my mental ability has been just creating, just concentrating on
Yeah,
what did
yeah.
this little mofo do? Really, to his own parents.
You,
So yeah, that's all it's been.
you're,
It's
you-
not Maleficent in any sort of way, I don't want to hate him. I just think what he's done is atrocious, and it's amazing that in our country, if that was in America, we'd be getting 25 years of life, and in our country we're pushing it under the rug and going 1 to 3. Or we'll sentence him to 6, but he'll probably do 3, perhaps 2, with parole.
That's bullshit.
Like, it's
Sorry,
crazy.
Sarah,
It's
who are you on
absolutely
about?
Hello, I'm so sorry. You're a bit quiet. I don't know if it's my end. I'm trying to find the volume on this.
You're-
laptop.
you're quite crackly, Zara, as far as
Am
I
I?
can hear.
And what?
Yeah,
should-
Yeah, it's
I'm
it's
gonna put
really,
the-
really crackly.
Let me put the headphones in.
I disagree with her because she said that in America you get 25 to life. And I said, hell yeah.
25 to life.
Hear me?
I
That,
disagree.
I think that's better. That's better. That's a lot better, I think.
Hello, Ziggy Zags.
Look at those silk sheets that fucking Rasta
Oh
got.
no, Ziggy, come up here. Here.
Is that Egyptian cotton?
Lie on the speaker, good lad.
Ziggy.
Hello?
I think we're
Yeah.
all good now. Yeah, that all sounds good. I'm just going to mute up for a sec if you want to talk
don't
amongst
use the
yourselves.
speaker. He's trying to eat the cover off the speaker.
I'm sorry. I've just tried guys, I've just tried to put the headphones in and speak to you like on the, on the little mute button thing on the wire. I can't do that because I can't hear a single thing. So I'd rather just speak to you live. And if you can't hear me, you can't. I don't need to speak. Okay.
You weren't too bad there, Sarah.
So good. What?
I'm literally shouting at the back of a laptop. How much do you think I sound like a 1980s divvy?
No, you sound
Right.
you sound good to me. You sound
You
clear.
sound
You sound clear
better
as day.
Do
Clear
I?
as day. Yeah, you sound clear. You've been
Oh,
sounding clear the
okay.
entire time.
I don't think I've got much to contribute to the conversation, to be honest. I've just
Sure.
said what I've got to say. I know.
We've heard
That's so-
everything that you said came through clear.
Did it? Okay, well, that's good. Thank you.
Yeah.
See, they did
Stanky,
work
you
at some point.
I mean, there might have been a little bit of crackle and stuff like that, but it didn't interfere with your statement.
Oh,
We
is your-
we could hear between the crackles,
sound
couldn't we? It's like
camera.
reading between the lines, but we were listening between the crackles.
oh,
But
right.
no, words are good. Words are sounds. Words are
Yeah, we
amazing.
heard you.
Have I just heard California? I've just heard Northern California accent.
From Central.
From
Where?
Where?
Where? Yeah, where? WHERA.
Fresno.
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 I don't think that's even a place. I'm sorry, mate.
who? Check.
It's just like-
You need to check out his channel.
No, it's just like a
Beautiful place.
different hours. I'm only joking.
Uh-huh.
You
I'm
was
joking with you.
sniffing at your microphone and wanting to eat the.
Listen, it's so
Outside,
lovely to have another woman that stands ground on the channel because there's been so many women, and every single time we're sort of palmed off with a 2 or 3 second job. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, oh, is that your opinion? Never mind. Let's all fight amongst ourselves.
No,
Yeah.
I don't like arguing.
Franklin.
It's like,
Oh, you go and rub your dick against us and see who ends up the biggest. You fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Big gay lords. I'm so fed up of them. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if you feel that way or if you don't, but I've been on so many men's panels and I just feel like sometimes you are palmed off, sometimes you're not. But you're not really valued, if you're honest.
I don't think I was at all.
Are you a woman?
Are you a woman? Did you say?
Obviously not.
Are you a
Obviously
woman?
not.
Are you stroking your vagina right now?
He's not a vagina.
if you feel it necessary, no, let's get it out. No, to be fair, anyone that's undervalued, let's go. Say it because I know that you were, and it's because you're
It's
American.
not a
And don't
gift.
forget, people from the Northwest, they're not particularly socialized.
I need to put some
People
aloe
from
vera
America.
on it. That's in me flat.
Sit next to you. I'm not going to sit on you.
You need your microphone
No.
back before he
On the
eats
phone.
it. Oh,
So go on. What happened? You were stroking your vagina, and what happened?
Who are you talking about? Here.
I just talk about me.
I don't
I-
think
I-
you, Russell.
I might have misunderstood.
Got the wrong one.
Hopefully not me. So, Jose, what you got to say to that then?
I misunderstood the question.
I felt like it was directed at you. I don't know why, but would you like-
I feel it. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
No,
I have
come
no
on.
question.
Come on,
Mm.
let's just do it. Let's just do it. If I was going to do that with me fellow friends within my country, I'm going to do that with you. So come on, just
Well,
lie down, close your eyes, put your hands down your knickers, and just do what you're going to do.
knickers.
Uh,
My pets.
Stop.
I'm
Can
They
you
call
just
yeah,
stop,
I've been
stop
there.
laughing? Honest to God, it's somebody's history. It's somebody's feelings. Let's go. Come on. Let's go, feelings.
I'm trying to choke us like a what?
Can I pass and then go to Stangu?
I don't know. I'm blown away by this cyber world. It's
I've just had a
totally
deja
different.
vu. This is weird.
What's that?
I always thought it was weird at the time. I thought it. Alright.
Oh, you've just broken it now. What was it? Can you remember? Quickly, say
Just
it.
this, just saying that that
You just
lovely
get
golf
you get.
woman crouching and like
Couching.
looking at myself on telly, thinking I'll never be on telly.
You mean the
Yeah.
peeing lady there that's hanging on
She's
a?
not paying, man. She's got a lovely.
She's looking at the angle
Look.
to hit the golf ball.
She's looking like she's got
Yeah.
a lovely stroke on her.
What was it? A feeling of like everything's right. It's like things are perfect. It's like you're in the right place at the right time. Was it that
It's
kind
a
of deja vu?
Just a
it's a
vision.
woman looking into
No, dude, did you have some food? Did you have some, like, experiences? Did you have some tantalizing sensations in your mouth and your stomach? Did you have some food? Did you swallow some food and go, right, I'm whole. I don't need anything. And I'm warm enough because the air is warm enough. If I've got to sleep here, I will sleep here. Did you ever feel that?
When
That's in a great
Wow.
The avatar is a lady looking into like a tunnel. Yeah, she's looking into like a sewer hole. It's like, is everybody in there?
Thinking I want to fucking dive in here.
She's looking into the internet. Oh,
That's so rude.
hello, hello,
Not a sewer
hello.
hole,
Is
is
there
it?
He's just
anybody
like
in
looking
there?
at her pussy, thinking, "Oh,
Is there anybody in there? Is there anyone home?
You know why? Because that's coming from your perspective, you big fucking Americans. You expect us to fucking cave
you
hole.
giving
Yeah?
pussy?"
Oh, I expect for 6. That's what I do. 6 oversized people. That's what you do. No, you need to come on. Come on. If he could get through, it's his personal perspective and it's his personal life. Do you get me?
What's it,
I
the
want
golfer?
I was
I
lost
want
5
his
minutes ago.
personal
Yeah, look
opinion.
at Stangu. Who do you think Stangu is then?
I can't even wait. I can't even get to the freaking button which hires you up. So
What
you
button?
like it up.
I always put hot
Ultimate
chicks on my
Yeah, you
avatar. I'd rather look at a hot chick than my face. Any day of the week.
You keep saying different words. Can you just wait? I'm just saying, just wait till I hire you up.
It's all words. Words are good, aren't they? It's all words.
Yeah, I don't think I'm
Words.
speaking too fast.
Get off the
I'll wait for the
screen.
break
mean-
and then I speak.
Get that screen to a kind of. He's like,
I mean, the idea of words holding power. There's nothing supernatural about that, is there?
oh,
You're projecting, Zara.
I'm blown away here. Like, you're on about things. She's on about things with the chaps on about. Like, where am I? That's maybe why the deja vu, because I was like thinking, like,
tell who's
what is
talking.
going on here? Like,
Yeah, I tell you,
It's a
it's
great-
the avatar. Who cares?
Popular.
I know.
It's a
I might
great
change
feeling,
it.
though, right?
It looks better than mine. On screen,
Right? That's what I'm saying. Imagine my face being there. It'd be hideous.
Don't
This is a
pass them.
fucking white lady fucking playing golf. Who cares?
So you don't really like golf then at all?
I don't even know who that picture is. It's just a
Hello?
random picture that I put
Oh, oh,
But hang on.
oh.
What
there. What happened?
is that?
Is the
is that
rapture?
sexual or I don't know?
Sorry.
I'm not sure whether that was a dog, a house invasion, or an orgasm.
Oh,
I'm not
shut
sure.
up! Don't take
Oh,
the piss.
sorry. What's going on?
I was asking my son to come and help me. That was
Oh.
all. I was shouting, my son, don't take the piss. It's all right, because you've got no
Ah.
responsibilities apart from you, yourself, and your knickers. All right?
How do you know, man?
Okay.
Oh,
Married for
yeah.
20
What else
He
have you
knows.
got to look after?
Rasta, good point,
Oh,
Rasta.
your wallet, your knickers, your passport. All right, well, go fuck yourself. All right. Any lively human beings that you've got to look after? No, go and fuck off then. Go look after that. I bet you couldn't look after that for 2 flushes, could you?
Yeah, I
Way
reckon
more than
so.
that.
I reckon
Decades.
so. I did.
Do you
Yeah.
know what? I actually really like you, and I really respect you, and I respect your side,
That's hard to believe.
and I've got much love. But what you do and how you do me, I don't know why you do me down. I really don't. I don't understand it, if I'm honest, because I'm probably partly one of the only people that's on your side, and I really don't get it. And I still always look after the other people. Do you know what I mean?
That's what you
I
said,
don't
dude.
believe anybody's doing you down, though, Zara. I don't think
I do
anybody's
believe
doing you
you
down.
are doing me down in bits, and I do believe
Hey,
you do.
hang on. Can I
No,
stop it? You mean?
can I
Do,
just
do
say,
you
I
mean
do
me personally,
believe
or
you
all
do
of
it
us?
for
Like,
comical use. You do it for
Okay,
comical
sorry.
use, and I completely understand that because I take the piss out of fucking everyone. So I do understand that. So I'm sorry about that. And you know what? I'm probably getting what I deserve, karma wise. I'm
Nobody's
probably
done
getting it back just in a
apart
little
from like
tiny
for
little
like
10-second dose.
talking to each other,
But
That's
you know.
different for you.
okay, do you want to tell me how you're actually going to help me?
You can't.
Because I'm actually trying to further the treasure. I want to further and find that treasure. I do believe in it. I don't know if you believe in it, but I do.
if you want help, you've got to find something you believe in that's gonna, make you want to help yourself.
No,
Don't
I'm
you
asking
really?
you a question. Do you believe in it?
Me?
Do you believe in the
Try Reiki healing.
Sorry, say that again.
Oh my god, you make me sound awful. Stop it.
No, I honestly didn't know you was directing any
No,
of this at
you
me.
literally only spoke to me for 10 seconds before. So now you're saying it's Zora 10 seconds again. It's Zora again. It makes me sound like some sort of super stalker. Can you stop that, please? Oh my god. I
I'm not
don't
sure.
follow you all the time.
Are you okay? You don't seem on top of the world right now.
You're talking to me?
Yeah.
I'm a little bit more okay than I normally am, to be honest.
Well, that's good news, right? That's good news. You know what I mean? The only way is up or out. It's what we need, isn't it? I can't take my own advice, but you know what I mean. I know it's probably what you need.
Listen, I've told you personal information before because I've actually trusted you, and then
That's all right.
He hasn't indulged
No.
anything.
Pardon.
He's a gentleman, yeah. He has your secrets. He's never said anything about you.
I'm sorry. I'm so
Gentleman.
sorry. I definitely want to. You're gonna have to say it again.
I am sorry. I'm speaking out. I'm speaking out of turn. I'm sorry.
No, I don't want you to say I'm sorry. That doesn't mean anything. Do you know what I mean? But
Well, it meant for me. It was for me mostly. That's how I felt.
I don't. To be honest, I don't care what you do. All I care about is
Ditto.
I want my kids, my last articulate, rumble. That's what we call it, a rumble, down south, underground. I want my last rumble to be great and particular. I don't want it to be bothered by random bloody hippies that decide to live underground. Okay.
What?
Millennial.
No, you've lost me. When you talk about what was it you said at first? We all know what they are, and then you talked about underground hippies.
She did.
What? Yeah, I'm not sure. What do you mean by underground hippies, Zara?
Put me in your StreamYard. Put me in your StreamYard and let's see.
You
Go on
are
then.
in StreamYard.
Yeah.
You're in StreamYard now.
Go on then. I'm waiting.
You've always been
What?
here.
You are in StreamYard.
I'm confused.com.
I think I'm one turn and I'm going to be
Why
lost too.
is my picture not showing? I don't understand why my picture isn't showing.
You need to put
That's on your
stop
end, yeah.
cam or cam on. Next
Audit, edit, hang on, edit audio avatar. I'm
on.
going to try it myself.
Oh, can't do
And then
anything.
it'll take you to a picture, and you can just use that.
No, I
It's
think
your-
that's just a bit too
I
much.
could see you before, but it was
Yeah,
dark.
her camera was on. It was like
You know
dark
what
zone.
my picture is? You know what I am? I've never ever tried to hide. I've never hidden behind anything else.
Yeah, you've always been cool, Zara.
I've always been caught. Caught. Divvy.
Okay.
Gina's
Oh,
going to be with the
Like
train.
being caught in a handbasket in Tesco's. You've thrown it in. Oh, you've been caught. You silly sausage. Hon, I've never been caught doing anything.
No, man, not that, man. Gina said the bees are
Honestly,
cold.
I've never hidden
Honestly,
from a
well,
single thing I've done. Ever.
so-
Oh, I'm
Ever.
sorry. I didn't
If I've done it, I'll
make it. Can I? I'm gonna redact everything I just said. You were a delight. Every time I met you, you've been a delight. That's what I meant to say. As opposed to cool.
A
Yeah,
delight.
I'm
That
so
sounds so
looking forward.
terribly British. You've been a delight, my dear.
Yeah.
Would you like a cup
I
of tea?
didn't mean anything by you've been cool. It's cool. You've been a delight. I swear. I'm not trying to take a piss or nothing. Zora.
And back to being what's his name now? Would you like a cup of tea?
I don't think you realise.
Dismiss.
What?
I don't
What?
think you realise. I'm gonna have to go to the courts, and I'm gonna have to have my kids taken off me for at least 8 weeks.
What?
Okay.
Why
No,
am I-
wait.
So, yeah, it's
No,
all
no, no,
very
no,
funny
no.
to you, isn't it? Okay,
Well,
go
no,
off,
no.
American asshole. Go on. You
Why
bad.
is this?
No. We didn't know, did we? I didn't know. I had no
you
idea.
didn't know. You didn't know. You've never been through the court system, have you? Off you go.
What? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. But
This is
still,
what
I
happens.
didn't know about your situation. I've
So-
got my. Never
Says a
mind.
solicitor.
I would never.
This is what happens. My kid gets taken off me for at least 12 to 13 weeks. Okay?
What?
the fu-
All right?
Why then?
While I'm put-
What?
All right, just go. Just go. Because you're
You
not
need to
allowed.
down.
Not yet.
Sorry,
You can't
man.
even
Instead
smile
of
for
flipping out
the
on
camera,
people.
can you?
Zara, calm down. Calm
for
down.
American. Off you go.
You gotta calm
Bye.
down. You need to calm down. What?
Oh,
Hey.
would you calm down? Would you calm down?
I've got no idea. What
No, I wouldn't calm down. No.
I can't.
There's no chance I'd calm down. But I'd be told to calm down, and it kind of may have some kind of effect. But who knows?
Do you know what?
That's-
Okay, go on. Hey, Todd, go on. The
We don't know
ultimate
nothing
effect.
about you on
So-
about.
Sweetheart, can we fucking? I hope only the best for what the.
Okay.
Any interest anymore?
No, seriously, Zara.
I've got no interest.
I'm not.
Got no interest. Honest to God, I've got no interest in people.
Oh,
I've got interest in being
don't
nice
leave.
to other people.
Just,
in their
just
lives.
don't let yourself go. Don't let yourself go, please. That's
Have I ever? Have I ever?
oh
That's the whole point. That is the whole point. I'm here. I'm
Good to
wholly.
go.
yeah,
I'm
All right,
wholly
I'll let you
there.
go. Dude. All right,
strong.
Godspeed. So
That is my entire point. I am always fully here. Okay. I'm never 50% there. I'm never half drugged up. I'm never half drunk up. I'm always here. Do you understand? That is my whole point. And now you were going to get me put away just because of the measure you've just done. Well done. And if you do that, there will be no retaliation. There'll just be like a pure sadness, to be honest. Just be like 100% sadness in my heart and in my kid's heart. It just like,
Oh wow.
why would you intentionally cause sadness to somebody else when you didn't have to? I just don't understand other people at the moment. I really don't.
Damn it. It always sucks, man.
Do you know, I'm having treatment at the moment. And I've not been able to eat for 3 or 4 days. And the first time I've eaten today, I've had to take it like easy. That hasn't been easy. And it hasn't been easy on my daughter because I knew I'd like be vomiting. I knew I would. It's automatic, do you know what I mean? And I knew I'd be on the loo and then. But at least I keep some of it down. Some, calories down. But at least she's only eating for like the first time. And you don't realise how hard that is to see her mum finally eat after 3 or 4 days. And she's worrying about you, giving a shit. I come on here for a little bit of solace. You are horrid people. Horrid. I'm going.
Don't mean to be. Honestly. Horrid. I wouldn't say horrid. Maybe, I don't know. But not intentionally in this case. I don't know where that come from. I don't remember one point where I was being horrid to you, Zara. Sorry if you feel that way. Yeah, I'm normally a horrid person. I'm sorry about that too, but not in this case. I'm going to keep saying that. Who's that next to me? We've got a dog next to me. Is that Ziggy? Okay, it's Ziggy.
Yeah, it's Ziggy.
Oh, whoa, Rastaman. Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, yeah, I'm concerned about Sarah. I mean, she didn't seem right for a little while.
She needs somebody to comfort her, listen to her.
Yeah,
We just
yeah,
didn't, I know what she's well, no, I don't know exactly what she's feeling, but I've been through similar circumstances, and you're mad at the way you're being treated and things, and you just want somebody to listen, but you can't get your words out. That's what I was talking about with the throat chakra,
yeah. Communications.
Yeah, she needs to like tell the story before saying the outcome, you know. Well, talking about the worry of the
Yeah,
outcome,
she's still watching. I've just told her
you know.
contact
Like,
Alex Belfield, he'll help her. Because he helps anyone with a situation like that.
well, there's lots of places that can help.
I know his
You
email
know, you
address.
just ring your doctors and say, I need a counsellor or something, and the counsellor can pull some strings for you and, like, they write letters to places for you and, or ring places up. Or even just the citizens' advice. They're kind of good. I've never been let down by the citizens' advice,
Yeah, they are good. Yeah, they do help out the people, don't they? Or they can do.
Well, they've really helped me out.
Tell Sarah if she's still watching it, check out the email address I've left.
Gina says she's put an email address in for the I don't know what it
Okay.
is. It must be Alex Belfield.
0115.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I wonder where Zora's going now. I wonder where. I hope Zora goes and jumps somebody else's stream because
That'll.
She was on a. She likes Anne Marie, and Anne Marie's on.
She's
Oh,
maybe,
is she? Hopefully she's gone
I've
there
got a
then
thing
because
here in the corner of me thing. Mrs. J's been on for 48 minutes with a side
oh,
trans.
Miss J's been on. Oh,
Testing
really?
through
Oh,
StreamYards.
damn it! I missed
I
it.
know, I did say earlier, but
Oh,
things
I
you
could
get
have streamed
talked
it
about.
through here. Never mind. Damn
Well,
it.
she's still on. She'll still be
Yeah,
on for another 40
we could
minutes
always
or
cut.
something.
We could shut this down and go over there. Actually, I wanted to talk a bit more about this, but still,
Well, we
it's
can
20.
come back to it.
It's 20 to. Well, I've got work in the morning. I've got early
No,
start
not
in the
tomorrow.
morning.
Not today, I mean, some other time.
Well, Grim's got a show. Well, we never know in between, but is it the 27th? What's the name? Bumble wants to have a little bit of a get together online.
Well, I can't do the Skype. Gina's phone just doesn't last, and well, unless I can
I'm not.
figure it out on the computer.
No, it doesn't. I don't think it has to be Skype. I mean, I reckon
Alright.
the first bit at least would be, YouTube.
Grim's saying it's on Skype. He's put a video up.
Is
on
he
it, so-
really?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe
I
I
would
can't
have
make
rather
it
if
either
it
then.
started up. It would have been better if it started off on YouTube, and then if people wanted to go to Skype, fair enough. But because I was thinking, well, she's just put her first video up on YouTube. Surely it would be a good way to promote her YouTube channel. You know,
Yeah.
if you go on YouTube, because people, you get on Skype and you just forget to like go and subscribe or whatever.
Right.
always
I
forget
guess you could
when I get
do.
off things. Maybe have a word with him. Or somehow I might have a word with him or something. Just say that.
Yeah.
Because, like he does lives on YouTube and then goes to Skype, and not everybody can get to Skype, but they enjoy the YouTube one, before that.
Can you get on the radio station though? You can listen to the radio station.
No, I couldn't work it. Like, it's different.
You
to how it
serious?
was.
You can't hear the radio station, then you don't hear the music, then, do you?
No,
Even.
I didn't hear
Oh,
anything.
what you like? Can't
Well,
you just play the radio station through your computer and then just talk
No, I
through your
can't
phone?
work it. I can't find the thing.
Oh,
It used to have a thing down the right hand side with the music and DJs and Mrs. J and things on, and like
Oh,
other
right,
things
right.
in the middle. But now it's like totally different, and can't work it. I'm not the best with things like that.
Then I just want to
Yeah.
all when it's done.
It's just one of those.
Hello, Nigel.
Yeah. Hey, Nigel. How's it going, bro?
Ram kiss soon. Or Ram kissing.
Ram Kissoon, I thought, but yeah, Nigel Raja. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about Zara.
Yeah,
but
no.
I think she's okay, hopefully. But we were actually talking about death. I mean,
I
that
know.
kind of like led in that direction, didn't it?
And you're quite worried because she's been on here talking about a situation. And you're thinking, well,
I don't
Yeah, well, it was in the
Okay.
title. It was in the title, wasn't it? Why not death and stuff, right? So it was in the title. And as much as I hope she's okay, and I do, really do, it's like,
I don't understand why she went mental when she hadn't even spoken about it.
she could have explained the situation.
Because
yeah, I think this,
poor Joe
think
said
this-
it out.
Jose, it's pronounced, Jose.
It's his fault I'm saying Jose.
All right. It's just I've got a friend who's called Jose and he's Spanish.
Chelsea.
Yeah, it's It's like spelled Joseph or Jaws.
Juice, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
I mean,
so
we talked about some stuff earlier, and I'm trying to pinpoint it
Yeah.
again because I should have put some mental markers in there. But didn't we get on back to the Victorians and their ideas? Like, say, for instance, when we were talking about scrying, uh, back in the early day, it could have been tarot cards, it could have been Lenormand. Either way, the mothers were playing these card games with their children, and it was like to the children, they were showing something that the adults couldn't quite understand until they
yeah,
learnt what it
the
was about.
brainwashed mind basically can't comprehend what kids see because they're all innocent and don't know anything about life, and they haven't lived, they haven't been conditioned basically.
Yeah.
That's why kids have a better imagination. Apart from I have a mint imagination, I invent things, all the
Well, that's
time.
imagination. Imagination. It's
Imagination, wisdom, a bit of your thought, a bit of idea from something else, somebody else's idea, innovation more than invention, I suppose.
it really is a dreamer's world, isn't it? You know, we dream things up. It's like we manifest them one way or
Yeah,
another.
our own
After,
future. But when there's controllers, they kind of make you manifest their idea of a future, not yours,
yeah.
not your imagination, your imagination's basically been took away from you, you know. This is what you'll think. This is what you'll make, We want you to be thinking about our future, which plays a big part in life, especially these days, I tell you. Look at the weather forecast. Have you ever heard of like people mentioning the word forecast before? When
Forecast
yeah,
as
like the
before.
weather. No, as in like you cast a spell. Yeah, basically you're casting a
Weather
spell.
forecast.
They're like casting a spell for you to loads of people collective energy to manifest that weather to happen. Like a lot of
Well,
people don't take any notice of it, and it doesn't happen that way. But sometimes when they scare people enough, it does.
well, wasn't we were talking about something similar the other day, wasn't we? And it was cloud bursting. You literally lay on
Oh,
your back. I mean, you begin by picking what you consider the weakest part of the cloud, and you
I
draw
don't
your
do
mind to
that.
that cloud.
Yeah,
You don't
all
do
right.
that.
No,
You
I
you
see it in my mind. I see what I want to look, the sky to look like in my mind. I don't be greedy. I don't expect a totally blue sky and sunshine. You've got to think of some little clouds here and there, you
Yes,
know.
just want you to help.
And yeah, that's how I do it. I visualize. And also, like I was on about the protection of the solar plexus.
yeah.
Well, another thing I've like figured out is like when you're putting the protection on the gold and the yellow, I basically see like a link between the sun and my solar plexus, and I just like
What?
basically energize and like that itself moves clouds out the way. We've got like there's loads of different things which are like
But that's exactly what it
visualized.
is, isn't it? When you visualize the sun and the solar plexus and the yellow, and it really is that place, isn't it?
Well, here's another thing that might get you thinking. Do you know how like I was on about like bacteria and small worlds and things like that? Well, a perfect example is a cell. Everything is made up of loads of cells, and every cell has a nucleus and something else like a positive and negative, like the sun and the moon. So we could our world could be just a cell. It would make more sense, you know. And all these cells put together is like collective consciousness. That's
Mhm.
deep. I know. I think
No,
think
no,
about
no,
that
no.
deep,
I
like,
kind
but
of get that. I get that way of thinking. Yeah, definitely.
mhm.
Mm.
Is that
The
nice?
whole. Am I munching? Sorry.
I just can tell when people are eating.
Sorry, I just kind of like bit into a cracker, and
So.
I thought you were going to keep talking for a bit longer. But
Not. Yeah, right.
but no, it makes sense to me anyway. It makes sense, or it goes along with some of the theories that I have anyway, which
Right.
is good. I mean, you've heard some of my theories, but mm,
You were on
us being
asking
en-
me, oh, if I think the same way as Ross Stewart out.
Can you hear her?
And he
yeah,
said,
yeah.
I think he's nuts. Wait, I don't believe in religion. I believe that there was a creator. I used to have an aunt that was a religious nut, and she
Uh,
just put me off God forever. But I've always believed we're being created by something. And I know that when you pass away, you don't you don't just disappear. My mum came and visited me after she passed away, and my grandma woke her up after she had passed away when she'd forgotten to come and get me from school because she'd fallen
you
asleep.
mentioned this the other day.
Well, this
So,
is it. I mean, I believe in. Well, I feel like there could be a logical explanation behind these kind of things. And it tends to be like energy or vibration. But what makes one spirit more grounded compared to the next? That's what. Unless it's something to do with the frequencies and the resonation, and the closer it is to your bloodline or similar to your bloodline, the
Your
more chance you've
thoughts,
got of
how
Well,
much you care about somebody, and things like that.
okay. You've got your heart, right, that pumps and pumps and pumps, right? Is it your mind that projects this electricity and energy, or is it your
Yeah.
heart? I know it all works into
Well,
what
you've got
it all.
like, your body needs the electric to run, but your aura makes everything run. Like your meridians, your aura's basically, you've got your chakras, and then you've got your meridians, and like that's what makes everything work, because the
Mm.
ancient technology is always, that's how like acupressure works and things like that. I've had that, but with my condition, it kind of hurt more than it did good, in some places.
acupuncture might have been better. It's just
Did you
No,
say acupuncture, as in the
no,
needles?
I've had
acupressure,
that.
Oh, okay.
acupressure. Have you heard of it or not?
I'm not sure, unless they're using the same points, but they're using their hands
Yeah,
rather
yeah,
than
yeah.
needles.
Well, that's basically, you have like hundreds of these meridians. They're called. You bump into
Yeah, I
that.
know. I'm familiar with the
Uh,
meridians, actually, meridian lines.
yeah. Well, they're like pressure points that heal
Yeah, yeah.
different parts of the body. Like, like in your foot, for instance, there's like,
Yeah.
you've got like, it's connected to, like, there's a part of your foot that's connected to every organ in your body, and
Yeah, yeah.
if you like have like pressure put on them, or you can tell basically by somebody's foot if they've got problems in that department, when you're trained that way.
It's
But
kind of like what's it, isn't it? Chiropody. Well, not
yeah,
exactly like it.
yeah, that's the but yeah, they they can read people's feet, and like they can tell you, well, you maybe want to check out, go to the doctors and ask for a test on that part of your body or something like that.
Yeah.
Like like I'm friends with a healer who I trained with, and she used to heal us, but she was also into like loads of other holistic things and that, and other energy things, and
Yeah.
she told us about that. No, Laura.
When you say the energy things, are you talking about crystals or are you talking about like circles and all?
What energy thing do you mean?
When you talk
You said she was into energy,
All right,
energy stuff.
energy is
Oh,
basically over. You know, you
oh, okay.
basically anything that uses channels energy to like basically recharge somebody else's energy field in a like that's an easy way to understand it anyway. If your energy
But
field's
like,
low in a certain department, people who can channel energy can restore that energy to full strength again.
yeah,
You know.
yeah.
Like
The
I
thing
said,
is, it.
Hang on,
Rasta's
man.
always charging his battery.
I was charging somebody.
You really are, aren't you? I mean,
Uh,
I was going to say, the thing is, like, if you can see auras, that's a positive sign of energy. I mean, some people may not see them. People, some people want to see them and they just can't focus, or,
tell you a
you
good
know,
experiment to do that. Get your arm straight out, right? Put your fingers straight out, and
yeah,
you can see like an outline around your
yeah.
fingers.
Do you know that's the one I recommend to people, and
Uh,
especially on a like the wall behind you, a light background like
like
that.
a dark
But
place, but you know,
yeah,
like if you do
definitely.
got a
You
dark place,
stretch your
yeah.
arm out, look at your hands, and you do see it, don't you? And it's like, what is that? It's like a yeah, very sort of
Well,
lightsaber
that's
kind
why
of feel.
people use their hands for healing because that's the where the energy comes from. You've got like a positive and negative side, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. We used to do seminars and stuff regarding vibrational healing and this kind of stuff, actually. And at one
Hmm.
point, we were rolling balls of energy in our hands, and no kidding you, right? I looked to my side, and there was a young kid there with his mum, and it was like they're playing with like they look like the bubbles that you blow, bubble blowers, and
Aye.
it's like whoa! It was building that shape, and I could see it, and it was like whoa, this is fantastic, it really was. It was momentarily. But I could see it. Her response was like, "Wow, what have you done there?" And I was like, "I just saw that too."
What was it
Um,
exactly? Just like a
we,
color or something.
yeah, it was almost like it was so glassy, like a soap bubble. Like when you
But it
blow it
wasn't
through the.
really water. It was
And
just
then
energy.
No, 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 no. It's just energy, but it looked so clear, and
I'll
you
tell you
know,
what I used to do. You've just reminded us. I used to for healing, like I used to heal the world, thinking that I could help. But
you
and for
could
people
try.
and myself, basically, you can try this. Everybody can try this. You basically put your hands together and visualize a blue light in your hands expanding, and like before you know it, you're actually feeling the pressure where you can't actually squash it completely. You know, you've got this blue energy ball of light in your hand. I can feel it there now, and you can feel your palms tingling. And then like you go to squash it, and you actually feel pressure, and it's hard to you feel it on your palms as you're doing that. And then I used to just like wash it over us, and you feel the energy start from your head, tingling all the way down your
Oh,
body where you flush it down to, you know.
I could feel the energy when I was putting my hands together, palm to palm.
Uh,
Whether it be heat or whatever, you can feel that energy, can't you? And I kept stopping there because it was like, whoa, I got a candle burning there, and it was like as if like I was going near a candle. I can still
uh,
feel it now, right in the
that's how
centre
you
of my
feel.
palms.
That's when you feel what you feel when you're being healed, tingly and
And
warm.
it's like a repulsion. It's like when you put two batteries together and they repel each other. It feels a bit like that too.
Well,
It really
remember,
does.
the ether is electric, and we are electric. So would just say the mind is very powerful. You know, if whatever you
Yeah.
believe you can do, you can do. So you probably somebody could have told somebody to do that, and they would
Unless you
think
think
like,
you can fly.
no, but like somebody could have told somebody to do that, and they could have like been one of these people like, oh, you can't do that. Well, they can't because they've just made it impossible for them to do it
Mm-hmm.
because they've told the mind that the mind can't do that. But if you have an open mind and you think, well, I'll give it a shot, yeah, I can do that, and then that's how I started panning. Basically, convinced my mind that I could find gold, and I did. You know, just from watching YouTube. You know, like
Even though you left half of it and we fucking
well,
crystal tile.
Are you saying that's what started you off YouTube? That inspired you and
yeah,
kicked you off in that direction? Seriously?
yeah. It was conspiracies first, and then
Yeah.
like
What
cards
did
and
what
things like that, and
what were you Were you watching anything before the conspiracies, or was that what drew you in?
no, well, I didn't have YouTube. Like just that I had YouTube, and
We were watching Richie from Boston and stuff
I used
like
to watch
that.
all kinds of things. I just got it. I got a new phone, which had the internet and like a contracting and had like unlimited data and things like that, and like I don't know how, but I think it had YouTube on it on the phone, and I just thought I'll try this out, you know, and well, here we are, 7 or 8 years
Right.
later, you know,
I just
Yeah.
started my channel to
well, 7 years actually.
shame as landlord.
Which if you watched any of the videos, you'll probably see that the landlord one,
I don't think I've seen any of
the
that at all.
ex-landlord one. I was prospecting down on the stream.
And
Yeah.
he
Like
let me move
he'd
down the
already
next day.
he already kicked us out, but like didn't let the snowplow down to let us be able to get out. So, and I'd been like packing all day and night, well, night and day, up until that point, and I just thought, well, hang on a minute, I need to enjoy myself here and have a bit of time out and get into the stream and that, you know, enjoy the.
Yeah.
I'm attracted to water and streams,
So I went
you
nuts
know.
with his landlord while recording it.
So I just started being a big tool. So I like put him straight and said, well, you made us like be blocked in for 10 days, you know.
Yeah.
It's a long time, 10 days, you know, and you can't get anywhere, you know.
Luckily, one of the neighbours got us some shopping in.
It reminds me, going back to the death again, it's like, would it be worth it? It wouldn't be worth it.
What?
But, I don't know. I'm still convinced that dreams have a major influence, or it's a clue, or it's something that there's a big connection between the spiritual afterlife and dreams.
Don't say
You know,
that because I've been having mental fucking nightmares about my ex-husband the past few days.
Well, it's
Oh.
about experiences, isn't it? And you people who
Well,
you've known and people that you don't know yet. Yeah. Don't you?
hopes and fears. But if hopes and fears can manipulate your dreams, then why can't you manipulate your afterlife? Is what I'm thinking.
Well, if you think about it, you know, you make these choices in life, and like
Yeah.
you make some bad ones, but then you go back into another vessel and you change that. You did do the choice a different way until you get it all right, you know. So you're basically sent back as many times as you need to just to become a perfect, honest to yourself and everybody else soul. You know, if you don't learn the first time, you're going to learn sometime, surely.
I don't want to fucking come back.
It's a nice way of looking at it, I guess. The old blue says, what about premonitions?
Where it's like deja vu.
See,
If you
that's
think
it,
about
isn't it? But, yeah, I've had deja vu a lot. And
So there.
I mean, in fact, like as a teenager, I really suffered from it. And you may have too. But it is a feeling,
Did.
isn't it? And is your mind playing tricks on you, making you feel like that, Is it possible, and this is what we were saying earlier about, is it possible to see into the future? Even in my, not even understanding, because like it's just gathered information that I've looked at through life, and it's shaped my opinion maybe one way or another. I feel quite free about it. But sorry, what were we talking about? I've lost the plot.
Deja vu.
Deja vu. Deja vu. Yeah, we were talking about the whole kind of premonition, seeing into the future. That would imply automatically that life is predestined. And that is something that, well, I'm not sure if I have issues with it. I don't know. But what do you think to that? I mean, are you
Like, I don't
do you
know,
think?
because the day my dad passed away, I actually had to get him to hospital the night before, or the morning, early hours of the morning, and he passed away at hospital. But I told my friend I've made his bed, I've tidied the house, but he's not coming home.
Hmm.
And she just burst into tears. And then an hour later, my uncle came back and said he's gone.
Right.
You've got to come and live with me. And I was, what? I don't want to leave my fucking brother. 6 months later, I was back with a friend. And then 6 months after that, I was living with my brother until I was 18.
Right. I mean, when it comes to the, I've been there at a bedside too, to be fair. But at the time, I should have never really, thought about. I mean, feelings are one thing, aren't they? You know how you felt there. You felt, and you felt inside, and it's something that you just don't forget.
Yeah, I know. I woke up at the exact time my mum passed away. He can hear us anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to I was going to volunteer. Well, I didn't do it, but it was about a year ago for something called the Primrose Trust, and you're basically volunteering to sit beside somebody that's terminally ill, dying, and just read to them every night. Just read to them. Just read anything. Read
That's
stuff they
nice.
like. I know, that's what I thought. I didn't actually get around to doing it because like work commitments and stuff. But I really wanted to do it because it fascinates me. It would fascinate me, without being too morbid. Watching somebody go through the
They'd
stages
probably have
naturally.
stories to tell you as well.
Exactly.
You could learn so much about how life used to be. But
Yes.
just by
I
telling the
took
story, they'd be ending up telling you the story and you began to keep.
I talked to
And they'd be sat there reading.
I talk to a lot of old people, and yeah, I listen to them too. It's lovely. It really is. There's a woman that's what's she now? 103. I still say yeah, 103 years old. How about that? 103.
That's what I miss about working in pubs. I used to meet loads of older people and they had so many stories to tell. They were amazing people.
That's why I like
Yeah. At one point, it was like the older generation talking about the war or something, wasn't it? And it was like, You know
My
how Go
my
ahead.
granddad would never talk about the war. He just said it should never have happened because he was a prisoner in Dunkirk.
Mm. I think my grandparents were balanced. You know, one of my grandparents was like that, and the other grandparents was all like, "Oh, I served in Egypt, blah 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 blah," all the time, and he was going to the marches and not marches, but when they get back together again. And it turns out my other granddad was a bit more of a hero than he was, or kind of, because he was doing what do they call it? He was on a motorbike and he was doing like information runs, like letters and whatever
All right, cool.
in the Second World War. But my other granddad, the one that was so proud of his regiment and blah 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 blah. I'm not saying he was just a cook, but he was a cook. And it was like, so what? It didn't bother me none. He was still there. But it turns out he was just a cook. The way he talked, you'd think he was a sergeant major, but no, he wasn't.
How high up?
Bless him. Pardon?
How high up is a colonel?
That's quite high up. I think my own dad's
Oh, no,
a
that's
major.
cool.
I think it's a major, and it's a little while after major.
Well, my dad's uncle used to be a colonel, and he was called a colonel and like spoke like a colonel. But to me, to kids, he was just lovely, you know. And but to anybody else, it's like, do as you're told, or something. And like, you know, like he was well respected, like hard as nails, probably. You know, like don't give the colonel any shit, like. I don't know about it.
Yeah.
But I don't know about me original parents' side at all. I don't know very much actually about
Yeah.
them. So, but
But you're
I
here now.
wanted
That's
to
the main thing.
be, I wanted to be in the army when I was at school, or like when you know, like the army would come round and the RAF and
Yeah.
you'd like try and indoctrinate.
I'll,
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
get
I'll
in
be
there.
honest with you. I'll be honest with you. So was I. I was nearly there. I was nearly there. I went and
Well,
signed
I
up and
was
all
nearly
sorts.
there, but they wouldn't let us get in, man, because of my condition. You know.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. Exactly.
But I wanted to work on tanks and be a mechanic. You know.
Seriously, did you go for the Queen's Own Regiment?
Well, it's when they used to come round to the schools.
Or was it
and, like,
Remy? Big.
you would go to like each table, and they would like have army, like RAF, and like other places and that, you know, and like you'd go and say, I really want to do this, and they'd say, well, you're leaving in a few months, you know, and like you'd set it up that way, you know, to get like a apprenticeship or whatever, you know, like join
Yeah.
at a young age, you know, like. But I really wanted to do them. The fella,
Well, I played for the
no.
Queen's
So-
Own. That sounded like tankies and stuff. And oh, hi Kim Francois. It's Kim Francois' birthday today. Well, I heard you were 21. I'm not going to argue with that. Kim
Who's that?
Francois.
Who's that one?
She's in the chat there.
Oh, right, okay. I cannot see the chat. I've got bloody links popped up, man.
Just say happy
Like,
birthday.
you
Just say happy. Dude, just say happy
Happy
birthday if you haven't
birthday.
already. There you go. happy birthday. Oh,
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
birthday. I thought you couldn't sing.
No.
There you go.
Oh man.
That's better than just happy birthday. Isn't it? Like,
Yeah,
made a
yeah.
big deal about mine the other night, so it's only right. You know.
Yeah, and also it's Bumblebee. Oh, we've already said this, haven't we? Bumblebee's on the 27th.
Bumblebees.
Bumblebees.
Bambles.
But
Put that on YouTube, not
What's that?
The radio show Skype, so
Lol. What's that say? I can't say. My screen doesn't work properly, and I don't see certain letters properly. Is that a C or
Oh,
what?
I wouldn't worry about that. But what I was
Not
thinking
a
though is
Boko.
like,
Not a Boko. Or
oh,
something.
I can't see anything here. I've got to get up in the morning, and I thought like, well, I wasn't intending on a live, not a live, a long one anyway.
well, you're doing it.
It was your fault. It was. You said like, well. And next thing I know, I thought
Oi,
like, oh,
bring
I'll
on.
set up a live stream.
Now look how many great people's been in the chat and on the panel.
Yeah, there's a few good friends dropped in. I
Oh,
appreciate
wow.
that. I mean, well, it's nice anyway when people just drop in because, like, sometimes, well, a lot of the time, I'm watching stuff. I'm not in the chat for one reason or another. I could be at work. I could be doing something, and I really want to be in the chat. And it's like, but you know, even that time it takes for some people to just drop in and go like, hi, and address everybody. It's like that's sweet. That is. And I used to do that myself. It's just that these days.
I haven't got the
Remember-
time to say everybody's name. Plus, I forget, and like I didn't want to miss somebody out and think, well,
Hey, yeah, there's that
you
too,
know,
isn't
so
there?
I
It's
just
like,
say all or everyone, But
Mm.
when I see them like coming up on like the panels, I'll say hello because I'll see them, and it's easier to just there and then,
Mm-hmm.
because you could be thinking about something else when you're commenting, as you do.
Oh.
That tastes good, doesn't it? Mm.
Can you still do that? Sorry. I need to get some water. I've got a mouthful of cracker.
What are you
Oh.
eating like? A banana?
No, just crackers.
Oh, come on, a banana there.
Strawberry.
I do have bananas. No, it's just crackers, and yeah, I'm just drinking some water to.
Just crackers. Need butter or cheese or like.
No, they're just kind of like natural crackers, so they've got a bit of salt on or something like that. Or they've got something like that. A bit of
cracker wheat.
peppers. No,
right,
no. It's what's it called again? Brooks's or something. They do things like beetroot crackers and ale
Really?
crackers. Yeah. Beetroot crackers.
Oh. I like the sound of that though.
Very earthy taste. Oh, of course you would, wouldn't you? Very earthy tasting, but they're okay. Water biscuits.
know-
Cars. Mr. Blue said water biscuits. It's like Cars water biscuits.
Yeah.
They're nice too.
But-
You can put a bit of something on there, but you don't really need it.
No. Well, do you know about the beetroot and the carrot thing anyway? I basically
on.
made videos about storing the beetroots and carrots in buckets of sand because I seen that's how you do it. And somebody said, well, just water it so it doesn't dry out and go all shriveled. And next thing I know, I've got shoots coming out in a caravan in 2 buckets. And then I've got bloody shoots like that on the carrots and like shoots like that on the beetroot. So they're all grown. They've just been grown like over winter.
We were making
And,
video wine, so they're gonna have to stop growing.
It's like the bucket's probably going to explode. The pressure, they're all grown even bigger because they're all like tightly packed anyway.
Yeah, they give
I'll
off
make a
something,
video
don't
of the unboxing of the carrots and the beetroots.
I've got a good
I'm getting a new camera on Wednesday. Well, did I tell you about that camera?
You showed me a camera. But what I was wondering, right?
No,
is
no,
whether-
no. I'm getting a 4K.
Oh, I know. I
DJI,
saw the
DJI.
Canon. All right.
DJI
I saw
or
it.
something.
What's a DJI?
Osmo or something like that.
You getting a
It's like
DJI
little
Osmo?
tiny
Seriously?
thing with a
No
gimbal
way.
on.
Is it the first one or the second one?
The first one. I don't know if that's.
Oh, I
I've just
think you
been told
mentioned
it
that,
hasn't got
actually.
much zoom. Somebody said like the first.
Yeah,
one
we
was
did talk about this. I think
yeah,
the zoom's not that good on the Osmo 2 anyway, or was it 3? Osmo 2.
Alright,
Um,
okay.
and a lot of people say like the Osmo One's good enough, you know, because it's gimbal,
Right.
it's got a decent camera on it. Uh,
Cool.
yeah, man.
I didn't know
Yeah, what
anything
you get?
about it, but you know, we were talking about the cameras, and I was saying, "Oh, I need one of yours." Then, like a day or two later, the Indy was advertising one on his channel on
Yeah.
Telegram, and it was like bloomers, or what do we call them? Boomers,
Hmm.
2 boomers or something.
Well, he's
What do you
getting it
call them?
on Wednesday.
Boomers.
Is that his,
I've got the
is that
money.
his channel on YouTube, or is it something else? It's like Boomers TV or something. 2 Boomers
Oh, okay,
TV.
okay.
Uh,
No, I've not seen that actually.
well, he's usually on like, well, he was on Indies live the other night when Mrs. J was on, ranting about the trolls and that, which is
Okay.
very
What were they
mental.
saying about the trolls?
Well, just
Were
she's
they?
got like a troll basically, and
Yeah,
she
it's
was
been a
like
while,
calling
hasn't
her
it?
out without names. It was the one that
Yeah, she
Bumblebee,
named
you
all
know.
3 of them on one of her videos, but she's removed it from YouTube. And probably
Yeah.
still
No,
not
she hasn't
active.
removed it. It got took down. But anyway, and she was saying she's trolled her again properly this time and fucking got it taken
All right.
down. But anyway, it's the one who like fucking bullied Bumbles and made her like
Right.
go offline for ages. She used
Oh
to be on
man.
Telegram a lot and like.
Well, there's one called Print
But
Online
anyway,
on
never mind.
Instagram.
We don't need to like name anybody. You know,
No, it's
not
like
saying any names. You know, I'm
it
just
wasn't
saying what's
more about the handling it and coping with it, or more about addressing, you know, situations.
I should have
more like
already
addressing.
faxed 3 times.
Stop talking about it, man. Please. I'm just saying that's like
Go on,
the indie
Gina.
dude, you know, indie's made Boomer, you know, Boomers. He came on the thing and he was like sounding like canny as fuck and like Indy was like I'm friends with Indy, like, you know, and on Telegram and everything. And he just says, yeah, you're getting a bargain there, mate, you know. There's about 700 quid's worth there for like 250. And I thought, all right,
Well,
canny. I don't know anything about them other than that they keep a steady picture, which is exactly what I need. If you've
oh,
ever seen any of my videos,
ha-
you know.
oh,
And it's underwater. It's got an underwater case as well. So
uh,
I'll be able to do like gold underwater shots.
I'm gonna mute it for a sec. I can still hear you.
Eh? Alright, you're muting up for a second. Need bother. But I am like buzzing because like giving him the money anyway and he's gonna be posting it on Wednesday. So it might actually be worth like getting me channel going somehow, asking somebody who knows what they're
You
doing.
need Google to sort it out.
Right. Well, anyway, getting it sorted out, getting back into it, use me laptop and me DSLR and that camera because I've already got a couple of videos made of like before, during, and like after
So just set up
of the
one
garden
on my
and that.
channel.
No, well, I need my channel back, you know, and do some videos about the garden, you know, and not that I can do anything at the moment. Like that's a shit thing. Like it's now when I need to be putting things in, and I can't even bend over very well though because of my broken ribs, you know. So I'm gonna have to pay somebody decent gardening for us, you know. But I can't wait. Just go and chill next to a river with a pan in my hand. Like most of the time when I go panning, I'm sitting on a rock like either drinking a beer and having a tab and just looking, taking everything in, just enjoying everything. You always see something that you thought you knew everything about, but you see something new every time you go and sit next to a river. And then I love collecting stones and like random things that you find lying around, like just cool things, like take the pinpointer, like a metal detector in the shape of a cavity we're going. Well, it's actually more like a fucking dildo, like, but and like pinpoint cracks, and in places where you think there might be gold, and or anything heavy is dropped out, and chances are there usually is. And I found this lovely thing that looks like an old, like, I don't know what kind of material it is, but it feels heavier than silver, but it's like grey, and it's not lead, and it's got patterns on it, and that. Somebody's saying it might be like a Celtic coin or something, and
So
if
is
it
it metal or is it metal or
yeah,
stone?
yeah,
It
it's
is metal.
yeah, because the pinpointer picks up metal things, and it like beeps and vibrates. The closer you get to it, it's like faster beep and like quicker vibrate, So it is a dildo, really. So if you've got a bit of metal around there, well, it's going to work. You're piercing or something. Hey, there's an idea for the ladies. Oh, man.
Well, some people believe like not just crystals, but they believe you can take like metals and stuff, and you can tune in. A bit like people that collect rocks. They a piece of meteor is something like out of this world, isn't it? So to
Well,
hold in your
no,
hand, it's like, well, I
comes
know
from
they're
a
common.
volcano. It comes from a volcano. It's called a volcano bomb.
You reckon that's what it is? They collect all the bits out of the volcano and sell them.
No, that's not. That's shite version of the organite, like.
You got some organite. I like organite. I got a piece of organite.
I've
Yeah.
got one of these as well. It's on a chain. You can douse with it, or that's what scrying is in my eyes, actually.
It is. It's
Holding
like
one of
focusing on
them on a
something.
chain, and if you think about it, to go like left spinning, it'll spin left, and you can tell it to stop, and then you can like tell it to go right, and it'll go right, and then that's you. Basically, you've got your yes and no, or your left and right, and you say like go left for yes and go no, right for no, and you ask a question, and it starts spinning a certain way. And like I've done it many times, and like even when you do that, it doesn't stop it. It just kinks the chain up basically because it's spinning, and like you try and do it the opposite way to what it's spinning.
That's why when we do the poi, we use like swivels on them. We get little swivels because they anything like that.
Well,
will
the
tangle up,
chain's like a swivelly chain, basically. It doesn't turn like that way, but it easily like turns, like it's like a swivel at the top. Aye, it must be to do that. I don't know. Like no, you can do it with a normal chain one. Just like spins. You can do it with a bit of string as well.
I'll tell you what I need to do. I'm just going to do this because this needs to be done. Not that I expect anybody to take any notice, but if anybody does, it's here. I'm going to post something in the link. Not a link in the chats. Right, and it is... Because I don't know whether you've checked yet or anything. Oh, is that right?
Well, no, he hasn't put it yet, man.
Because... That's it, it's in there. because you were close to 500 survivors, subscribers, prescribers. Prescribers. How close are you now?
I think I'm on
It was on 463 the other day.
460 something.
460 something. Okay. So, yeah.
It's taken forever. I don't think
God.
I'm gonna get the.
Oh, that's it. Hang on, it hasn't even gone in. There you go. I didn't press enter. What's that?
All right.
Scotland's
Cheers,
pretty
man.
freezing. Yeah, I'll put that link in there. It'd be good if anybody could subscribe to it. Anybody? We've got
Well,
some
I'll make
rural
a.
goings on, animals, gold. That's the thing, isn't it? We're looking at the gold. Some good explanation. You've done some. You've showed off some of your pieces, haven't you? And
I can't even press on it out.
469. Oh, what a lovely number.
I can't press
469 dozens. Oh.
That's kind of cool, eh?
Look.
Already subbed. I thought you were. Are you okay, man? I get it. I heard you. I know. Well, yeah. Well, I'll make a video with my new camera. Oh, that's the point. It comes with a 128 gig card as well. But I'll make a video with my new camera of the pan with the pay dirt in, which I'm giving away. I've got a couple of Scottish nuggets in there as well, just to make it look even better. But one's a 0.6 and one's a 0.4, and I'm keeping them.
Rasta, I'll tell you what, right? I know we've talked about this before, but explain what pay dirt is again for anybody that's listening, because that's the giveaway, isn't it? Explain what pay dirt is.
It comes in a bag like this, basically. A lovely bag of pay dirt there, and it basically is like river gravels concentrated down, so that you're just left with like the heaviest materials, including gold and what's something known as black sands, which is like magnetite and hematite, and these other like black grit, basically, which is like it's not as heavy as gold, but gold like gets trapped in among it, and you've got to like basically wash it back a little bit at a time, and you see bits of gold going down with it, and you just sucker them up with your sniffer bottle. I should maybe give a sniffer bottle away, actually. That would make sense. Good idea. A sniffer bottle is basically a bottle which you can squash, and it's got like a pipe sticking out.
Like a pipette. Like a pipette.
Bit like it, and it's got like an angle on the pipe, so like you can hold it at an angle and like suck in and like suck the gold up into the bottle. Because when it's like minuscule little bits of gold, you can't pick it up any other way. You know, genius who invented that, like, you know. But anyway, and you wash that down. But this pan of pay dirt, hang on, man, let us finish, man. Yes, it has lots of like lovely stones. I think I'll possibly have a couple of coins in there as well, just for good measure. A couple of old coins, and or random like foreign coins, which you'll never see again.
Little tiny coins.
Yeah, I've got some really, really tiny ones. But anyway, it's got like loads and loads of black sand and loads of lead, which is like half the weight of gold. So if you can, basically, you're gonna end up have to take out all the lead when you pan it down, and like because like you won't be able to see the gold for it, because it's basically a professional pan. It paid you know, for a professional to do. So if you know anybody that can do it professionally, it might be worth getting them to do a video or just learning how to pan. It's like very satisfying, you know.
Yeah, I
And
think that's it.
obviously,
It's
I
like
was
a
going to
game, isn't
say,
it? Well, not like a game, but it must
well, it's
be
just
kind of satisfying.
yeah, it is like a game. Yeah, you've got to keep the gold up there while bringing everything down. You know, like because the biggest part is backwashing. You're basically just panning it in the river or a bowl rather. You dig it in a bowl with the pay dirt, like, and do it again, you know, and again and again and again. Because
Yeah.
you never get everything out, but you're basically washing the heaviest stuff up into the bowl, so you've got less to like wash back, and then
Okay.
you know, and then once you've washed a little bit back and you've got a pile at the bottom, you like pan that into the basin or tub or whatever, and then you do the wash back again while tapping it up, because like you
Yeah.
can have the pan at that angle, and you can tap
Mhm.
on the top of it, and anything heavy will just walk itself up the pan to the top,
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
And you just keep tapping it while you're like back washing all them tiny little bits of black sand and sucking, snuffing all the little bits of gold up and removing bigger stones and bits of lead out the way so you can see things. I do have
Yeah,
a
yeah.
few videos showing that on my channel.
The way I'll describe it is, from what Rasta tells me, is his experiences finishing a pan off is like me finishing a book. You're either satisfied or really dissatisfied.
I'm never
Oh, I
dissatisfied.
know what you're saying. I know what you're saying though.
If I find one tiny, minuscule bit of gold in that pan, I think, get in, I found gold.
And
Yeah,
do you
it's not worth anything, but it's
do you,
gold, you
do
know.
you generally always find something or not?
So
Yes. Well, I
there's
do when
been
I
days
go.
you haven't found
There's
stuff, and
when
that's
I've
what
been
I'm
into
getting at.
crap places, but that's what makes you move to a good place. You
Hmm.
know, you could be just like inches away from the gold line. There's like a
Oh.
line, like say in a flood or something, and you know how like water doesn't really go around things as such as it just goes to somewhere, bounces off in a straight line like a pool ball on a snooker
Right.
table and goes like zigzagging, you know. And that's why
Yeah.
it looks like a river snakes. But you've got to follow that line. It's called the pay streak, and in different like levels of the river and floods, there's different pay streaks and going different ways and that, like when it's snaked about for a lot of years and that, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the one that you're working is the level that you're on, and you've just basically got a visualize, like, say you see a stone, well, a big stone sticking out, and it's on the inside of a corner. Chances are the water's going to go around the outside of that stone and swirl
Yeah.
around with an eddy, and the gold will be in the main current and then drop out in that eddy, like just
Right.
behind the
Okay.
stone or just in front of the stone, depends how the
'Cause
flow
it's
goes, you know.
swirling back on itself. Is
And
that
it's
what you
just a
mean?
low pressure zone, you know. You've got the main
Okay.
current going that way, and you've got like a low pressure zone behind the rock. Well,
Right.
it drops out in the low pressure zones, you see, and that's where to look. I've got loads of
Right.
videos showing like where to do things rather than
Yeah.
doing things itself, you know. Like,
Right.
I've got a few
Where?
other videos on my channel. and
Gina's
not
got
this one.
Gina's got videos on her channel as well. Probably more panning videos on her channel than mine. Really, like.
Oh, we should get some of those out there too, shouldn't we? Hang on.
I get her link up there, aye.
Of course. What am I saying?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Well,
I don't
it's all
want
connected, isn't it?
subscribers.
They don't have to subscribe. They just watch the video. You know.
I do have to quit very soon. It's 25 to 12,
I
and
know,
I'm going
man.
to be up in the morning. Like I
I
said, I
know.
wasn't expecting this. There you are. Let's get your link out there. You got 80 subscribers.
Bloody hell.
Whoa.
Eh?
I was on
80?
79 yesterday or the day
No.
before.
Bloody hell. She's doing alright, eh?
You're way ahead of me anyway. I've got
I
about
was stuck
24.
on 66 for a while and I didn't like that.
There's a lot of videos, we must say. There's a lot of videos in there you might find upsetting because it was upsetting times. Like dodgy landlords,
Yeah.
dodgy neighbours, but well worth watching to see
That's why I
Well-
started my channel.
the shit that I've been through, I tell you.
Then I got Ziggy and they're all about Ziggy.
Yeah. I got Ziggy.
There you go.
Aye.
You got
But anyway, yeah, and well, down the stream, like, was the escape from the mentalness on the videos.
Neighbours.
So you'll see like mentalness of neighbours, and then us panning and collecting, going through lovely stones, and like, oh, what's this? And like, is that gold? And I had at one point that there was a drought, and the stream had completely dried up on the top. Obviously, there'd be some water under the stones and that, but
Yeah.
I had this dam built, and it was like 1.5 feet deep in one place, and it
And
was
it's
like
still
about,
there.
it's probably still there, and it was like, I don't know, about like 5 or 6 meters long by about 2 meters wide or something. And I basically dug it all out, found a load of lead and gold, and actually found some posts in the pool sticking out, thinking, well, what? It was,
What was
you
it
know,
there?
like, it wasn't a fence or anything, it was some sort of building, you know,
Oh, okay.
totally preserved because it'd been under rock and like ground and that, like, just like these perfect posts, wooden posts, you know.
Yeah.
And but I used to have this. I'd have like a little trickle going every now and again for my sluice box to run the gold through, and that, like, that I'd put like the pay dirt through, which I'd found dug up.
Yeah.
And there was like a little bit of leakage to the side, and there's this wasp. You know, it was been made. It's the first time I've actually been friends with a wasp. It totally respected us. I told it there and then. Didn't bother us, and we'll get on fine, you know. Keep away
Friends
from
with
the
a
beer
wasp.
and that, like. And it just used to go down and have a drink of water off the wet stones.
I don't have a
and
problem with
leave
wasps.
again, you know. Oh, I've always had problems with wasps, but
I don't have
I
any
have
problems with wasps.
I think
I
since
like
then,
them. I like them. Sorry.
I like bees.
I like bees.
I like bees too.
Fuck out of wasps.
I like bees. Well, I know what you mean by wasps. They've got an attitude, haven't they? They really seem to have an attitude.
Especially
They really
when
have.
they've been on the rotten fruit or the alcohol, you know.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
"Ah,
yeah,
fuck you, I'm
definitely.
just gonna sting you." Well, somebody said to us one time,
I'm
just
afraid of
different,
wasps.
different,
Allergic.
different. Wipe it off, didn't brush it off, and didn't flip out. Just be calm, and it won't sting you.
Well,
So I did that.
exactly.
It landed on the back of my hand, and I just thought, "Fuck you, I'm stinging you for no fucking reason." You know, it's like
That's
thinking, I've
that's
got
how it
no
was.
fucking trust in wasps after that shit. Like,
No.
my hand went up
Yeah,
like a bloody golf ball.
Tell them about Terry.
they can be
know.
pretty reckless. I know.
You know, but so I've got respect now.
Tell them about
You know, like
Terry.
that. I know, but you know, like that experiment with when you're sitting on the chair and you're like handing out that energy, like, get away from me, get away from me. Well,
Yeah.
I do that with wasps. I was like, fuck off, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Oh.
Don't just say it, but like, I'm fucking meaning it. And they're like, they're fully
Oh.
respectful, you know.
I can
But now I don't
understand
need to
people. I can understand people with allergies. Yeah, definitely. Or
Aye.
you know, I mean, as far as being scared, I've always been alright with them. Okay, there's been incidents, but it wasn't their fault. You know, they've been trapped or whatever. and they've freaked out. But in general, I do that. I just ignore them and they go away. And then you see somebody else panicking, because the same wasp has just entered their
Well, that was
environment. It's
me.
like,
That used to be
yeah,
me, that panicker.
that was you
They always
panicking.
after what you've got, you know.
I'll tell
And
you.
they want what you've got, no matter what, Craig. And if you don't give them, well, they'll piss you off.
I'll tell you one story, right, about wasps. It might have been a bee. I don't know. But we were teenagers. We were about 16. We were riding down the road on our motorbikes. Yeah, both got our new full face helmets. With the
In the
little
neck.
visor, something like that. Yeah, we got these top tech full face helmets, and we're riding down the road. And I remember something. It wasn't until after I remember something that an older biker told me. It was probably not long before. But the thing was, right, we're riding down the road, and I saw my friend in front of me. Oh, no, sorry. No, I was in the front. And a wasp flew my helmet. So I turned my head to the side.
I
The
could be
wasp
painful.
blew out. Well, no, the wind blew it out,
Under
didn't
the
it?
skin and all, like.
But do you know what? As I turned round,
You know,
right,
getting it
and let the
over
wasp out, I saw my friend behind me. And my last memory of seeing him before I brought my head back was him freaking out and crashing the bike because the wasp had gone in his helmet. It just reminded me of like
one wasp. That's crazy.
exactly. No, not two bikes. I was okay because my
I
friend.
know, but two bikers with one wasp, man. That's crazy.
The guy I was talking about, he told me, he goes, if a wasp ever goes in your helmet, just turn your head to the side and it'll go out. And I did that, but my friend copped it because he hadn't got a clue what to do.
Well, we used to do that. The person who seen us run through this coast,
Yeah.
like, we cruise around in the daytime as well. And like basically had this good leather jacket, would have the pulled right up because, like height of summer, it's your worst thing, it can happen.
Yeah.
And he had his visor dude, he had his jacket right up, and then got like to the bottom, going out of the town, and he pulled over, and he was like, "Whoa, what's going on? What's this like?" And I was, "What's up with you, man?" Like, something on my neck. What is it? I goes, "Oh, fucking hell, it's a massive wasp." We get it off.
Oh,
What do you mean get it off? I'm not
seriously?
touching it. It was fucking dangling by its fucking, its sting stuck in his throat, like, in his Adam's apple or something.
Seriously.
Like,
Man.
we've experienced some crazy shit, man. I'd love to get him on here sometime. Like, I didn't talk to him very much because he's a wagon driver and he's up at like 3 or 4 in the morning, and so that's when I'm going to Cape.
Right,
She wants to tell you about Terry, basically, my mate. I had a
Terry.
wasp's nest. Well, she didn't talk then. If you tell him, well, basically, in me gut.
Who's telling me? Who's telling me? Are you telling me, or Gene?
Well,
That's
Gina
why I'm
was
today.
saying, tell him about.
Oh,
Terry,
you're
him,
going to tell me. Go on then.
Yeah, I'm telling you. He's like, "Oh, I'm not scared of wasps, like, and he isn't scared of out, like, really, not at all, actually." And I had the shed roof, sloping shed roof, in the gap between like me house wall, and there was like underneath the gutter there was a huge wasp's nest. Or was it in the wall as well as I think it was kind of in the wall, and there was loads actually. And you can buy the spray that fires like for like a couple of meters, wasp nest destroyer, and it basically forms up this poisonous foam and destroys the nest and kills it. And he says, "Oh, I saw your wasp's nest, don't need bother." So he clambered onto the shed roof, like, and he was standing on the edge, laying away from the wall, spraying this stuff. And like, there must have been like, it was just black. a black cloud of at least 300 wasps flying
Whoa.
around that nest. Like, oh, you could hear it inside the house, man. You
In
know?
the hoose, man.
I
I
was
like
waiting
that.
for that exact
In the hoose, man.
You could hear it in the house, man. And,
Oh,
me and
Lord.
his son like ran away into the bloody conservatory.
Ah.
After we seen him, like he was like, and he was like, he had about 5 fucking stingers into him in his head. He was like,
I get that
you
too.
little bastard, fuck off. But he still stood there. That's the thing.
Do
he wasn't,
wasps
like,
do the wasps attack your animals or anything like that? Do they cause them any bother?
no, the animals eat the wasps.
Oh, okay.
And I think, well, what you meant? I don't know if they eat them all, but I found a dead bumblebee on the ground the other day, yesterday, and I was thinking, what you done? You knocked this bloody bumblebee. What's up with this? But it was probably a bird. You know, birds, probably got a good sting off that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I need a cat.
Hello, Bumbles again.
Oh, talking of bumblebees. Hey, Bumbles.
Jeez,
You start talking about bumblebees and they're lips up. But I really have to end this now because what's that? My cousin. Oh, okay. Rasta. There's a message in the chat for you.
I know, I see that, but
yeah. I'm
I
guessing
don't know
you do.
why. But
Unless it's
it's
through
been
the
a funny
title.
old live stream. That's all I can say. But
Yeah,
not in
I've been
it's
trying
been
my
funny,
hardest.
but it's been like quite crazy as well. Oh, your cousin. Okay, man. The bumblebee lying on the ground, man. No, the bumblebee I found lying on the ground, man. My cousin. I was good. We're getting all fucking serious.
I just jumped off Lord.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Lord was old. Well, this wasn't planned anyway. I didn't realise
You
Lord was old.
Been on them beers again? Don't blame you. Saturday night.
So, I guess what I need to do. So I had a load of pages open here. I was going to talk about horror and all sorts and mysterious murders and deaths and all that. But then you lot came along and I didn't stand a chance, did I? It's like, let's talk about this and that. It's like,
all my fault.
it's all your fault, Judy. Yeah,
Well, do you regret it? Because this is one of them stepping stones that you step over. And I think it was the right stone to step on.
Yeah. You know. I just felt like doing it, that's all. I just felt like doing it, so yeah, it's fine. I don't care what happens. Bear's on as well. Okay. Bear and what's that? Big up the Gypsy King. Is the Gypsy King what's his name? The boxer.
I can only see Bumblebee and Mr. Blue there.
Who's that boxer from Lancashire?
I don't know.
No, damn it.
What?
I can't think of his name. He's from Morecambe. He's from Morecambe. From Morecambe.
Morecambe.
Is that the Gypsy boxer?
I don't know.
It sounds like it. It sounds like it could be.
I've been on holiday there a few times when I was young. Love it.
Yeah, well, I've got stories about that place too, but I don't really want to say. But they were good. They were good. They were good. Honestly, they were good experiences. Oh, I don't really want to say, but maybe one day I might. But they were good times. In fact, a couple of times it was scooter rallies, like Vespers, Lambresses, all tricked out and painted and stuff like that. Quadrophenia Maniacs. Yeah, the mod stuff and all that.
The high back stuff. Looking seat rests and the aerials and the flags.
Yeah. Zara's back
Oh,
actually.
boy.
Before I finish, are you okay, Zara?
How are you doing there?
I'm good. I'm just drinking green tea. Well, chamomile tea, actually.
Sarah,
Chamomile.
I know
Nice.
someone who
Well, I
might
don't know
help
about
you.
that. Like, anyway, man.
Really?
I know someone
Okay.
who might help you with your child problem.
My children aren't a problem. It's me that's the problem.
No,
No, that's what I
man.
mean. He might be able to help you and not lose them. If
what?
you email 0115.
Right, I'm a bit shit, and I know just from
Well,
hearing those, isn't that Newcastle or northeast?
No, it's
no, it's
Alex
Alex
Belfield.
Belfield.
Oh, you to do with my son with training.
He
Yeah.
might be able to help you.
Oh no, I've got plenty of people. Trust me, honest to God, I've got so many. It cost me a fortune. I'm telling
He
you, it
won't
cost me.
charge you. He'll pay out of his own pocket.
Didn't you? Just here.
Yeah, he helps a lot of people who are in need.
Well, if you can put it in the private chat,
I don't know how to do private chat, but I can get Stu to do it.
No, you just go onto comments, and then you go onto private comments. And if you just put the number in there, I'll type it, and then you can delete it, straight away once I've seen it.
It's an email address.
Oh no, well that's great. Honestly, thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. I did put it into the live chat earlier, but I think you went out to calm down a bit.
No, my battery went. I wish we had that restriction, but I don't. No, it was just because look, all my hair's falling out. My gosh, do me head in.
My hair's been falling out for years, and I'm only 45.
No,
Yeah.
But no, I'll get Rasta to private message you because I don't know how to do it. I'm crap with my phone, and I just want to throw it into a wall.
Do you know what? Monday to Friday, I turn it on between 9 and 3, and that's it. Apart from the rest of the time, I have an aeroplane mode, and I do not give a flying shite who calls me, but it's on aeroplane mode. They cannot call me unless you ring me on WhatsApp, and then that's because you're my friend or because you're a business client. Do you know what I mean?
I leave mine switched on, but if I don't recognize the number, I won't answer it. I just decline the fucker.
I don't even I don't even answer the phone, to be honest. It's because I deal with international business calls, so they're usually 5 hours behind, 2 hours ahead. If they're in Spain or whatever. I deal with different time clauses, but unless I'm planning it, I've got it logged onto my phone. As an alarm. Turn it back on now. That's it. That is all. I do not have my phone on. That's it. End of. You cannot contact me unless you have planned and booked a meeting.
Oh well, yeah. I'll get that. I'll get that.
Rasta will private message you if you can.
Anyway, let's lighten it up because everybody seems to think I'm like the darkest of.
Are you on Telegram?
No, but I've heard about it loads, and I want to be.
Or are you on Discord?
No, my son. I asked my son to set me up on Discord, and he said I'm a boomer. So no.
Sorry, you're a boomer.
No, he said I'm a boomer, and I'm
what,
not.
You're not. So you're a boomer and you're not allowed on there?
Yeah, because I'm too old.
Seriously?
He said he refused to set me up because I'm too old.
Too old? I'm sure I'm older.
Do you want me to set up an account for you?
Yeah.
You're a boomer.
Stanfield, you can sort us out with how to contact Zara.
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, you can always share some kind of link in the chat because I've got to end this soon anyway, and there's nobody else in the private chat. You could always pop something in there, like I don't know.
Literally, all I can do is give you my email. I'm such like a fucking old knobhead.
Well,
that
do
I'll-
it after when the show
I think-
ends. We'll
I think
do it,
we
but not
can.
on the live.
Yeah, sure, yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
I do
Okay.
actually say to my kids, change my password, and you remember it, and it's down to you. Like I'm just like punching my kids in the sleep, going,
No,
do you know
don't.
my password? Do you know my password for Google?
Don't wanna know,
Do you know my
man.
password?
Didn't want to know. Keep it secret. Keep everything secret. You're on YouTube. You don't know who the fuck can use this information. Like, you know.
Literally, if you want to find it, it would be the easiest information in the whole world to find. If somebody wants, and do you know what they get into? A load of bloody Matalan advert. Like, okay, if you want to see that, then great, good for you. You knobheads. Like, you're not going to get anything.
Good old Matalan. I've never been there, but yeah. Sounds
Oh,
good.
no, neither have I. Do you know what? I went there once.
You just
I
dream
went there
about it.
freaking once. I went there once and I bought one school shirt. I swear to God, I bought a man's shirt for my son because he's gotten bigger. Obviously, I've told you he's like bigger chested. No, I bought one shirt and I signed up for the guarantor. And ever since then, I've been inundated with stupid emails saying like, "Do you want to sign up for this? Man's this? Do you want a man's
Oh,
suit?"
cookies.
Right? No, Kate, do you want a man's
I
suit?
don't do cookies, me. Like, fuck that.
And I'm like, he's 14. I don't do cookies. I've turned everything off as far as I'm aware. But I'm not sure how to do it. You know, I know how to do it on an iPhone, but I don't know
Well, you
how
know
to
when
do
it
it on.
says accept cookies or manage cookies, well, you go into manage and switch everything off, and then accept.
No,
Or
I've tried.
if you
And I've
don't
tried
have that
all
option, don't go on it.
I've tried going into
Somewhere
all
else.
the systems.
You know?
Usually,
Use somebody else.
you go into all the apps individually and you turn everything off, individually and make sure that it's done. But no, you can't do that on a stupid Android phone. So all I ever wanted was like a phone hug. Just like you can go to sleep and turn your phone off.
Oh, phone hug.
And hear like 30 things in the morning.
Just don't let him listen to the Clitoris song.
Oh my god!
What? Am I missing out again on something? Fucking hell, I just got to the toilet and get a beer.
Planning on doing this play for kids where they were going to be naked, and one of the songs in it is called Clitoris Song.
No, I don't think it is. I
It
don't
sounds funny good to me. Like.
Yeah, you're like...
I'm on clip with the excitement.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That's the song you're after.
I was going to say, Stangu, you're bound to be into drones, are you? Or quadcopters, should I say?
Drones.
Well,
yeah, just a bit.
got an old one.
I got this a while ago. I got ripped off. It was like one of these YouTube specials. Like,
Yeah.
for 100 quid or $100, £1. And somebody's saying, oh, you can buy them for like 30 quid or something. And well, these, but I'm happy with it. It's got a camera on and that. Like, I've only used it like twice or something. Like,
I'm gonna keep you on. Oh my god! I actually thought that was a puppy. I was gonna like
A
kick off.
puppy?
I thought you were picking up a puppy.
It's a robotic flying puppy, isn't it?
This is the
Oh, that's
remote
good.
for it, and you can put your phone on, and somehow.
Have you? I was going to say, have you got a phone that will?
Yeah, the smartphone. That's how you do it. You know.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. Can't be asked with the picture thing. I just like flying things. I like helicopters. Got a couple of helicopters, like.
You can take it low, get some low shots of the animals and stuff. You know, just creep around the back and with the drone. Yeah, just get straight in there. Quick.
Like it's skipping the fucking wattles off.
Chase them around with it.
You're allowed to do whatever you want to do.
Yo, something bloody pecks it. And ends up bloody falling, like flying all over. Well, no, just spinning all over into all the animals.
Just
I feel like a grinder and that.
Is that a giraffe? Oh, it looks beautiful. Oh, look at me. Oh, smash into the neck. Yeah, let's do that.
Come on, great accent, like.
That's it.
I'm gonna have that 10. I'm gonna have that neck. That's mine now.
Can you say, Harvey, man, how's it going?
I'm just gonna go in and claim it.
That's like a joke. She's a Macam, I'm a bloody smoggy. Well,
Smoggy.
Middlesbrough, you know. Well, I was born there, like, I'm not, obviously, don't live
No,
there.
I'm talking Sunderland. Okay.
Gamer.
I'm gonna go in and take the fucking legs off. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay.
Yeah, man.
I actually threatened him because he was being an arsehole with us and said, I'm from Sunderland and I know people from there.
I know where you live, sunshine.
Seriously, Sunderland.
I know the streets around Sunderland, I think you said.
I live in
I know the
Sunderland.
way around. Sunderland. It's just Sunderland.
No,
That's
it's
it, right.
Sunderland.
It sounds like a beautiful place. It really does.
It's
No,
not.
it's not in Sunderland.
I used to live in Washington, not that shithole, and Washington's just as much of a shithole.
It's called Washington.
Aye, Washington.
Are you getting a washing done or what, like wench?
Oh.
Well, that's just an example. I would never say that to anybody because I do my own washing, like. For
No.
instance.
Do you really?
Well, do you not like? Do you get your kids?
I do my own washing, yeah, I do everything myself. Yeah, okay.
Trying to teach Sticky, but he can't reach the washing machine or the dryer.
You jump in it and switch it on with his paw and just like pull the door shut.
Listen, guys.
Hey, he was gone.
He's come back. It's 3 minutes past the witching hour, and you know
I once told my brother to get in the dryer, and because he used to like to hide places and hide and seek, you know. And oh no, it was that time I found him in the dryer. That's right, and I just shut the door.
Shut the door.
Give him a couple of tumbles.
I've got no belief that you've not found your children in the dryer.
No, not my child, man, my brother. No, we're not a couple, man.
I'm joking with you. I'm joking with you.
I know, man. I've got kids, they're all outside. They live outside, my kids.
Oh, okay. But you know what?
Some of them in the shade. I've got 13 that live in the shade.
Shut up. Shut the front door.
No, about 17.
He's got loads of animals. Seriously.
I got 13 cats that live in the shed.
13
Siggy
cats.
stays in the
I
house
bet
by
you've got. I bet you've got 13 chickens, haven't you? I bet you've got
More.
chickens.
Oh, I've got about
No,
70.
More
you've
like-
got about 60.
I've got about 70 hens and cockerels.
Have
Plus,
you?
there's 4 little
Have you
chicks.
not? Have you not had
4
a
little
problem?
chicks.
Have you not had a problem with foxes?
No,
'Cause
just farmers.
I did. I had a problem with foxes.
You got hens, like?
No, I did. I did.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool. Well,
And I built them a
do you
coop.
want some more, like?
I
got
can't
loads.
now. I've literally got loads.
I'm having loads of chicks this year, like. By the,
I've got a mini
all the
yard.
hens and ducks.
He's
I've got
always
hens.
pregnant.
I put a
I've got
friggin'
hens and ducks.
sofa. I put a friggin' sofa in the back garden, and the sofa got
Right.
upturned by cats. So I don't
Eh?
think
Eh?
any.
What kind of sofa, like?
You know what I mean? She's laughing because she knows exactly what it's like. It's like it's embarrassing. My garden looks like a Shameless garden. It looks like I'd seen off Shameless. It's
Have
fucking
you seen my
embarrassing.
garden on my videos? Get checking out my channel. You'll be
You'll
thinking,
be shocked.
yeah, my garden looks fucking much better than his.
I said
Yeah,
to
the
my
link-
daughter, she saw
got 4
bluebells
vehicles.
today. She saw bluebells, and I said, "Oh, we've got bluebells in our garden." And I went, "Yeah, but they'll be under our sofa." And she went, "Oh yeah, yeah." I was like, "Oh, do you want me to upturn the disturbed sofa?" Ugh, no,
No,
it's like
not them
too much
cats.
blood.
No.
It's too much blood. I was like, no, I don't want you to. I
You know,
don't want you to touch her.
do you like primroses?
I like
Oh,
John Gill was on
really?
about primroses before, like the
Do
primrose.
you remember that show? Do you remember that show where they called the daughter Primrose? I think it was called
No.
Back to the Mackleton Heath, something like that.
Mackleton.
I don't know about
I'm making up a word.
that. Mackleton Heath.
They made up a word that was
Oh,
something
okay.
to do with the
I've
north.
got these in my garden. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's like
And
we,
he called his daughter Primrose. And I always, from a little girl, I wanted to call my daughter Primrose.
It's nice. I like floral names. Like
Oh.
Heather and I like that. That's a nice
Well, I
picture.
call my daughter Poppy Dot.
Puppy
If I
dog.
manage to get sick of
Puppy
your
dog.
girlfriend,
Yeah, well,
then
my
I call
nan's name
her
is so Poppy Dot. Poppy Dot.
Do you want to see the cockle I named after Purple Spliff? I don't
Seriously.
know if you'll be able to see it.
Imagine calling your daughter after Purple Rain. That would be the best.
Purple.
Well, I've
Purple
got
Rain.
3 of them. So we'll call one Spliff, another one Rain.
Okay.
The other one's called Blue
Oh.
because they've got blue ears, you know. It's better than Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, isn't it? You know. Sunday week 1, Sunday week 2. You know.
Anyone else? Tell me you've got another one. Please tell me you've got a third.
Huh?
Please tell me you've got a third.
A third.
I said,
Just
what?
call it after McDonald's. You just go Big Mac. Chicken nugget.
Oh,
Chicken nugget.
Chicken meal. Chicken meal. With
Somebody
extra
was saying you
pickles.
should call one like fried chicken, roast chicken, roast fried. Like, what
Just
was
call
it?
a pickle. She was called Extra Pickle.
I've got a big cock in the freezer, like.
oh.
Oh,
On that,
Old
on that
freeze.
note,
That's what they're
I think we
called.
should.
You've
You
had
get
to
a
do.
drop in the hand, don't you?
I think we should end it there. That's a good place to end it. You said
You've
too
just
much.
ended the club. You just ended the
Oh no,
club.
what I'm saying, it was called Ginger.
Bye.
Please.